let's try this again. Let's see if it works this time. I could have sworn if you were watching the last video, that's just Aries. If you're watching the last video, that's just Aries. I got to see if the volume is working. So I could have sworn I saw that go dark and then it came back on, like very shortly out of my peripheral vision. It was very quick. And I spoke about it and then it stopped fucking working. But hold on. Can you hear me? You can hear me now. All right, good. Good. Did you hear me or was anybody I know I had a lot to say with Aries, but did anybody notice that I was like, I think that just shut off. I didn't touch the cord didn't fall out. I saw that go dark, and I'm like, that shouldn't go black. It should just change colors. That's all it should do. So Aries is going to get a bonus. This will be your quick bonus reading. I'll probably leave the other reading up and leave it for Aries. Your bonus is actually probably going to happen at the end, though. I'm going to do all the other signs because I already gave you a long reading. Something's going on. I might have too much energy or some shit because that light didn't come back on either. These lights stayed on. That light didn't come on. What is going on? Spirit trying to come through the electronics, trying to play games with me, trying to say, we're here, bitch. Like, you never really know. All right, let's start with Taurus. Here we go. Taurus, I better calm down. No, I think we're good. I hope. I'll have to keep my eye on the chat and make sure this thing keeps working. Here we go. Taurus. What is showing up for you? Ay, ay, ay. Taurus, what is showing up for you? All right. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Okay. Show me what's going on for Taurus. What is showing up for Taurus? I like this. I do like this. Some of you guys, there's a lot of messages here, or different, it like changes a little bit as I look at this for Taurus. I'm gonna say, oh, you did see it go black. I'm gonna say, it looks like there is either, now it doesn't have to be, but it looks like there's an air sign, definitely potential air sign, fire sign, or an earth sign, but whichever one of the signs it was, whether it was one of those three. It looks like there's somebody that you don't talk with. You're not letting it bother you. You're investing more in trying to find your harmony, your peace, your direction, and your passion. You could also want to invest in something that brings more money to the table. I did pick up you may be wanting to bring have something of more value, just like something that brings more money. You may be trying to figure out how to create that in 2025. Over here with the King of Swords reversed, the Two of Wands reversed, and the Nine of Wands reversed. This energy made me feel like there's somebody you just don't speak to, want to talk to. Fire sign, air sign, potentially fire, air, or earth. Now, Nine of Wands, I do like this because I do feel like you're not getting stuck in your head about it. I do like that energy. Here we go. Let's see what we get for Taurus. What's showing up for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Now, you're more trying to contemplate or figure out what's going to work with the Four of Pentacles, like career. Yeah, I feel like you're really penetrating. I see penetration towards how can I build like a better career situation. You know what I mean? Like a lot of you, it might have been a situation where it's been hard to be patient. The lack of it moving may have been something that's kind of been like a pain. I'm gonna say pain in the rear end, pain in the ass. Here we go. Ten of Pentacles reversed. So there's a situation where I almost feel like, so if you have a job or a career, whatever you call it. I feel like you're content, but you would like to be a little more happy with this. Here we go. Wow, the thing like just did like a hula, like skipped over my Queen of Wands. Clarify her. That jumped completely. Wands. Six of Swords. I feel like you're trying to manifest your strength and your excitement in your creativity level right now. I get this energy with that Queen of Wands, the Five of Wands. The things you want to fight for are things that you feel like if you've moved towards things, you still want to move towards more. I get this more energy on you. Like I want more now. It's like I'm grateful for what I have, but I want to have more, or I want to create more. I get a strong creating nature around you, Taurus. Here we go. Driven, passionate about something. Page of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, the Hermit. Some of you may be trying to figure out how to become your own boss, or it's some kind of idea or thought you play with. What is the awareness about the moon? Emotionally, I feel like you're not trying to focus or put any salt in the wounds to past relationships. I don't feel like you're really trying to let past relationships tear you down right now. I feel like if they were coming at you full speed with daggers, fucking darts, and you're dodging and fucking doing like matrix moves and shit, I feel like you're like not having that. I feel like you're too busy trying to passionately, creatively, and realistically come up with an idea or a solution. Why is strength here? Because that's what excites. I feel like that's what I feel like that's what ignites you. That's what excites you right now with this Knight of Wands energy. Give me clarification on this, though. I want clarification because like, something made me want to focus on these. I want to know what's up with this for Taurus. Show me something for Taurus. You got two very quickly. It's almost like you don't want to feel the pressure of people, the world, or stagnant relationship, or a stagnant relationship. I just got something really like I want to focus on what I can do to help other people, but what can I do to help myself right now? Like, and I feel like that's been what you've been contemplating with the world or trying to box in. This is the energy I'm picking up for Taurus. All right. I do feel like it's been like the rabbits upside down. I do feel like it's just felt like, when am I going to figure this out? Or how am I going to figure this out? Kind of is the feeling is I'm getting for this. Show me something for Taurus. What's showing up for Taurus? Zodiac sign of Taurus. I show me the card. Show me the card. This one first. Yep. Definitely. If you have a career or a job right now, and it's just paying the bills, you kind of enjoy it, but whether it's the atmosphere, I don't know what this is, whether it's the atmosphere of the job, the position of the job, there's something there that it just doesn't feel like it's making you whole, or it doesn't feel like it's where you want to stay. Some of you could be ending a career to go to another. I feel like something's coming to a closure. 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed. And then I'm like, once I saw this, I'm like, give me another reverse card. They gave me two to clarify it. Page of Swords and the King of Cups. Emotionally and in a matter of communication, I don't feel like you feel either appreciated or like it's the right investment. I just feel like you're like, nah, I'm not going to be here forever. I can't do this. I don't feel like you feel like it's making you the party of three or happy. I feel like you're like, nope, emotionally, I'm aware of it. 8 of Cups, I'm probably going to let go of it because this table isn't working for me. This group of people or this situation, I'm not feeling like the investment's solid or going to last. Look at the Judgments in reverse. I feel like you're very aware of it, that the 8 of Pentacles, that something's coming to a closure. I don't think you need to fear it. I think you're just kind of trying to propose what decision or what direction to head in with the Chariot. And what's funny to me, I was waiting for this card, and I'm glad it was upright because I thought before I looked at the card for what it was, when I glanced at this card, rushing towards, and you have the Chariot, I thought it was the Chariot. Then I realized it was the Knight of Swords, and it was like, no, I feel like you're recognizing something isn't making you happy, isn't bringing the fulfillment. Some of you could get like news too late and feel like they seclude you. Well, what is this shit? I feel like it's gonna crash and burn. What's going on with love? Communications, stability. You have a powerful, if you're willing to entertain love, I'll show you. You have a very powerful, if you're willing to give it that effort, if you're willing, some of you could be a great resolve, fixing a relationship that ended. Others of you, it feels like it could be, if you're willing to put time and effort towards, some of you, this may take that move. I don't know why I'm getting the energy. Some of you, it's going to take you to physically move from one area to another. But for some of you, it's like those that may not have to move out of the area for that to show up. I do see it's like if you put the effort in, if you trust that you can go after the effort, I almost feel like you can't make the decision to feel like it's not going to happen or show up. I feel like that devil energy, like I don't typically, I'll tell you, like it's toxic, it's unhealthy. It doesn't feel like it's toxic or unhealthy on your reading. It feels like if it feels like you like negative or like you don't trust it. I feel like that is the message because you have the High Priestess with the Lovers upright next to it. And I feel like the decision you have to make is not focusing on thinking it'll be toxic or that it can exist. Because the minute you start thinking like that is the minute this starts walking into your life. Some of you, I am going to be real with you. Without the tarot telling me, I do feel like some of you, to find that happy medium with a person, it's going to be you relocating. I don't know why I get like some of you will relocate for that to happen. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I'm just making sure. Just got to do the, can you hear me? I'll do the whole Kogan shit. Can you hear me? Yes, we can hear you. Thank you, Jill. Show me something else for Taurus. Why do I feel like somebody knows somebody that's going to get engaged? You might hear of somebody that just got engaged or proposed to. Without the tarot, I'm picking up somebody out there may have heard of, either you're going to get news or you did just recently get news about knowing somebody's getting married. Whatever. Let's go. Let's do this. Taurus, what's showing up for you? What is showing up for you? What do we got for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Taurus, what is showing up for you? Not gonna pull it. There we are. I like. Why? If you can clarify why, or just show me what you want to say for Taurus. What do you got for the zodiac sign? Ooh. Okay, I feel like you're letting go of fears. Oh, that's good. Okay, there's two things. Some of you guys may have. Some of you guys, there's like three messages I'm seeing. Some of you guys, it's like you've let go of issues of being upset with things that were emotionally upsetting you. Relationships, this could be close to home, stuff like that upset you. You're releasing that, or I'm going to say you have released that. But I also see some of you are trying to make the decision to the acceptance of not being, like, not entertaining the growth. I feel like the growth of a relationship. But while the third message is some people are kind of still kind of not trusting or feeling regrets. What do you feel regrets on? Somebody feels like they may not find that right person. This is completely not what I expected. Somebody may feel like I've got the I this is nuts. So I've got, you want balance, the world, the moon, you're aware that you want it. It doesn't feel like you're moving towards it or it's moving towards you. It doesn't seem like it's showing growth, and emotionally it doesn't feel like it's even started to, it has not begun kind of energy. I feel like you are focused on yourself, or your I'm going to say yourself, your responsibilities, um, your welfare is important too. Um, so paying your bills. I feel a lot of energy on somebody out there. Like they're trying to focus a lot on building themselves up. They may feel like they need to walk away from something. Why is she here? Let's see what this is. Somebody could also feel, I have the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. It's all upright, even the Page of Swords. I feel like somebody wants a brand new connection, a brand new start. I'm going to be real. I feel like somebody's really hoping that something is designed out there for them. This feels like it's a woman. This feels like it's a woman. And I don't feel like she's far off in age from me. I'm just going to be honest. She does not feel far off in age from my age. I'm 38. So she's probably between 35 and 50, maybe 52. But it feels like she wants a new start, emotional connection. She wants growth of it. She wants something to happen. Clarify anything you can for Taurus. Emotional start, like a love connection. I didn't show you this, but like a love connection. That probably would have made more sense. There is a lot here. Oh, my Lord. Let's see what you get. Five of Wands. Oh, my God. You have everything feels redundant energy. Or like, it's just, you ever heard the term like chase the dragon? It almost feels like fairy tale. Like things just aren't happening. Like things. Why's the death card here? I'm going to say it. It feels like it may feel like there's no connection. There's an energy here where somebody may feel like I'm not getting what I want. I want to take the risks. I am strong enough to invest in taking the risk or the chance, the risk, the chance. I want the passion and I want to move forward like this. I do feel like this is a strong direction that you want to head in. I do feel like it's a strong direction you want to head in. It's the emotional picture that you would love to have. This is what you want. But this is the best part for me. This is the best part for me. It isn't just about you wanting love. It's when I saw these two together, and I'm thinking this before it shows up. You get the King of Cups, you get the Queen of Cups, but then you got the foundation. So you want love, foundation. I feel like Taurus right now doesn't only want to seek their purpose and connect to a strong love relationship. They want that beautiful foundation. They really want that. Some of you kind of have this energy where it's like you feel like it's so close, but it's so far away. What the fuck? I don't even know what that means. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Give him a little bit more, and then we'll move on. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Good. Excellent. Yes. So a lot of you are going to be very, very focused on what's going to work out for you. And a lot of you guys are going to be very hip this year. I get this hip energy with Taurus. If anything ugly comes towards you, you're either going to run it down or you're going to ride away from it. You're not going to be putting up with it. I get this. I'm not putting up with it energy for you, like boldly not putting up with it. Taurus, those might as well be bulls because I feel like you are like not having it. I've got the over here. You've got the world in reverse. You've got feelings towards situations. You've got a lot of things have upset me energy. This part I like. You have the Three of Swords in reverse, but you're finally releasing it. I want to tell you, I feel like you've spent enough time and energy here with Temperance in reverse. And I feel like for a while, it kind of felt like damning or hurtful. The Hermit with the Two of Swords, I feel like now you're looking at it for what it is and you're recognizing what's important. A lot of you guys, Tauruses, some of you may have had to put your mind over matter. In other words, put your mind more on yourself or career focus over love lately or for a while now. And I feel like this is something that you've known inside of your mind. Okay, here we go. We're gonna move on from Taurus. A lot of you guys have put. I'm not gonna say a lot of you guys. Oh, you got rejected or you feel rejected. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a lot of you guys have put a lot of. Let me focus on my purpose. Know what I want. You kind of buried what you want. What really means like a strong emotional bond or connection. You've kind of buried that, and now you're working towards other things. And you're trying to make sure that you don't fall suit to situations that will disturb you. That's good because you are working on certain things. And as time progresses, you'll start to work on the things that you kind of put on the shelf. So there's nothing wrong with that. I hope it's not like Morse code that you're trying to figure out with me talking right now. Okay. Gemini. I feel like I just entered your mind, some of you. I legit feel like I just went and started mind reading people in Taurus, in the very end of Taurus. I felt like I just felt like, show me what's going on upstairs. Is kind of how I looked at it. Mind over matter, mind over feelings kind of energy. I'm going to tell you that it's okay. And it's not unhealthy to do that, but just don't do that to yourself for too long, Taurus. All right. We're going to move on to Gemini. Here we go. Gemini. You Gemini. Let's do this. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Excuse me. What will show up for you, Gemini? So some of you could have communication coming towards you, or you moving in on communication, while some of you could easily want communication coming towards you. It's a very spiritual energy. Almost looks like somebody's coming in from like a cloud. So somebody could want, some of you guys could be getting a lot more connected spiritually in general. Clarify anything for Gemini. The Hierophant. I feel like you're getting a higher sense of learning and then heightened enlightenment to you. I feel like it's your turn, Gemini. I'm just gonna say it. I feel like it's your turn. You could also be intrigued by the spiritual aspects of life right now, or learning more about it. Here we go. Here we go. You're probably single. 9 of Pentacles reversed. Oh, they did want to come out. 7 of Cups. You are. I'm getting this strong. You want to learn more spiritually or figure out more spiritual. You want more proof in the pudding with spiritualism, or you want more of a connection to it, or it's just going to happen for you. It's one of the two. Something's going on. There were times where I feel like Two of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, there were decisions that needed to be made for you, whether it was around a home investment or a career investment, that didn't make you feel like it was draining the shit out of you, my dear Geminis. Right in my face. What do you got? Two of Wands. You had to make this decision. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, find balance, and the Two of Wands. I feel like you had to start to trust within inside of your own heart. Ace of Wands. I feel like you had to trust a situation or yourself a little bit more. So you have I had to let go of energy. I had to let things go. I had to kind of boss up on my own energy reading. I couldn't let shit keep pulling me into its bullshit. A lot of you, this may resonate with, whether it's work, friends, the irrelevant person that's never around, that should be helping you, that doesn't help you, or something like that. It's something like this. Here we go. I need a cigarette drag. Like, what is up? Give me something else for Gemini. Fuck. So some of you, it was a partner situation. The end of the road. Two of Cups reversed. So some of you guys became aware. Some of you guys, I'm putting the tarot down. Fuck the tarot for a minute. I'm going to tell you. Some of you guys became aware there was a person you were invested in or with that they were never going to change. You couldn't change. They were like that rock that's fucking 10,000 pounds that you just can't move. This is what the reading's making me feel like. And I feel like you got sick of trying to fucking do backflips for this person. You said, what the fuck? Why am I letting this person get to me? Eight of Pentacles. Did you start to respect your own worth? The only thing I think you may want to invest in is making sure you're getting enough sleep. You know, I feel like you're saying goodbye to the drama. I do feel like it may have strengthened you. I also feel like some circles weren't your circles. And I don't feel like it's something you should be ashamed of or worried about at all. At fucking all. Knight of Pentacles reversed. No. Five of Swords. When it's fucking quitting time, and if it's not investing in you, Gemini is like, bitch, I'll find what will invest in me. Queen of Wands. And I feel like you're doing it with a lot of great passion. Don't feel beat up by the emotions, whether it's there or not. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, especially if the person wasn't doing what they should be doing for you. I feel like this year is going to be an eye-opener for Gemini on that. A huge turn of events. You're also going to want to focus on emotional celebrations this year. You may have some offers coming towards you, people that find you satisfying, or that want to entertain you or want you to entertain them. The King of Swords. Some of you, your challenge this year is making time for love. I don't know why I feel like I need to tell you this, and watch it fucking play out throughout the year. Watch it 6 months. If you're watching me now to 6 months down the road where you're like, that fucking Leo fire knew it. Watch. Queen of Swords. You'll be very, very good with your words. I feel like you're going to need to practice this, though. Practice, practice, practice. Practice not letting the things that aren't worth your value steer clear of this. You know what I mean? I do feel like you've had no choice but to be patient with it. But I also feel like it's no more repetition. I feel like this is career bound, career related. I feel like you want to start manifesting a brand new beginning, a brand new start. Let go of what didn't work. The Hermit, you may be recognizing, I need to trust this. I need to trust it. I need to value it. And I feel like the more you start to value or commit yourself to something that's more than just like a come around, like comes around now, comes around later energy. Trust, put more trust and faith and effort in yourself. The value you have right now is good. It's strong. I have a strong connection of you. So I don't see you having, some of you may have a little bit of a rough up and down year, but a lot of you, I feel like you're going to have a good year. spiritually and financially. I feel like you have the ability to be spiritually on your game and financially on your game in this year. I don't know. That's what it's making me feel. The spiritual part's really making me enjoy your shit, like reading your shit. The money, that's great too. But the spiritual part, it's like, good. I like hearing that. Or even feeling that way. Show me something else for Gemini. Some of you may have been a little back and forth with your emotions. Seven of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Dancing with the feelings of sorrow or something that upsets you. Don't let your emotions beat you up. I'm telling you, don't. That's double nose. Don't let that happen. You know what? It's like we can surrender to God, but we can also learn to surrender to ourselves or our feelings or letting go. I don't like doing this, but I'm going to do it. Somebody out there there is a very untrusty female or male in your energy. Just bear that in mind. Nine of Cups reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, Magician reversed, King of Wands reversed. There's too much energy. The Seven of Swords is before it. And it's upright. That tells me there's either a man or a woman trying to be all uptight and all close and personal with you, but they probably don't give a damn about you or themselves. I don't think they know how to. I don't think they know how to care about themselves or care for themselves, if that makes sense to somebody out there. Whatever. We're done. We're going to the other tarot. Holy hell. Just watch out for that. Some of you guys are probably like, I already saw it. Well, that's your intuition. Ping, ping, ping. Or just you just being, a smart cookie. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Show me something else for Gemini, please. What is showing up for Gemini? What is showing up for them? Four shuffles. Well, we got a card that's out. I'm not going to shuffle anymore. You're going to really, Gemini, this is 2025 is about you finding your abundance and happiness. I don't know how else to tell you. I feel abundant and happy energy for you. Really shooting for wish fulfillment or what's going to bring the happiness that hasn't been there for you. I'm telling you, it's about turning the thing that hasn't been there upright, making it shine bright upon you. I feel like this needs to find its existence in 2025, but I also feel like you're going to be very busy. This tells me when it comes to you're going to be very obligated to the surrounding elements of the world around you, the fulfillments or the needs that you want. This is going to be something that you're on top of, but I don't want you to forget about your own happiness. This part's fucking huge. Here we go. The Magician is reversed. And I feel like the message I'm supposed to tell you without even using tarot, like to read you the card the way the cards are written that somebody else wrote that probably doesn't know how to tell you if this person's going to live, they're going to die, tell you what the fuck could happen to you one-on-one if I was on the phone with you and I'm like, well, this is what's going to happen and this is the energy of that person. And then in 2 months you'll see it. And then you're like, holy fuck, that some bitch knew. All right. Let me tell you something. The Magician, the Three of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. I feel like the happiness, and you can't lie about the situation of knowing that it hasn't felt like it's nearby. It hasn't felt like it's so I don't care if you're talking to somebody, you're not talking to somebody, it feels at a distance. And you got to put that in perspective. Sometimes you can help the world, you can help those who you love. We all go through the entanglements of life, but you got to sometimes reach in the pot and pick out a winning thing for you that's going to make you feel fulfilled or happy. And I feel like that is a big part of your life this year. I do feel like what makes that so much of a big part of you needing to focus on is that you're so busy over here that don't forget to put the focus on you too. Here we go. Show me something for Gemini. Show me something for Gemini. What's showing up for them? It's got to jump. I didn't expect that. It would be crazy if it was the same card. It's not. Show me why that's here. Why is that here and in reverse? I almost feel like you're at a time where it's time. Some of you, it's a move on time for you. It's a phase. It's a transitional phase for you right now. I feel like what's happening is you're letting go of things of the past that may have been comfort or comfortable towards you or made you feel good at a time. Something existed. Something made you feel whole, but it's not there anymore. I feel like now it's about balancing out, getting this back, becoming aware that you are important enough for it, that you deserve it. I feel like this is what you learned this year, and this is the work you're supposed to put in towards this year. I rush towards it. It's just going to make you stronger. Go to the bottom. Change is on the horizon for you. Some of you guys may also change departments or careers. Some of you also may pay a little more attention to your health, the tower, and the wheel. I feel like this is about you making that self-sacrifice. I almost want to tell you either you should write this down or promise it to yourself that whether you love kids, your kids, other people's kids, watch kids, whatever the deal is, you love your family, whoever. Don't forget about you this year. I feel like you've got to establish a connection connected to you, because I do intentionally want to tell you, you will gain. It's not about feeling more appreciated or excited about one's value or oneself. It's about honoring what you deserve. And I feel like you need to fight for that, especially because I feel like in a spiritual sense, it's just going to make things easier, make things flow better. Here we go. You may get tired of somebody's there's some kind of energy that does surround you that you're just sick of their energy. This will show up for you or already has. You're just tired, or you thought it was like it's somebody that you could relate with, but really you can't really relate to them. I see you cutting free of something in the future. It might not be overnight, but I feel like you recognize, like, no, I've got different values or principles ahead of me. Some of you may need to decide if you want to entertain love again. Why do you come off with like a standstill in this area? It's a letting go of energy. It's more or less some of you had to let go of a situation that didn't work out for you. It did absorb, give you headaches, fuck up your sleeping, or make you. It gave you headaches, fucked up your sleeping, or made you think too fucking much. It's one of the three, or all three. You have truth and clarity behind that. You have the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. I feel like your power in 2025 is coming out of that energy, because at the end of the day, I think you recognize the situation that you would have loved to see stick around or last. I feel like it ran its time. It ran out. I feel like it boiled. It boiled like hot water. No one wants to touch fucking boiling hot water, so why would you want to touch that? And I feel like what's going on now is you're focusing on trying to be passionate or creative. Some of you also may be trying to release a situation or something that hurt you. Death and the 3 of Swords. Some of you could feel hurt by either a lover or the loss of a connection, friendship potentially. Judgment. Queen of Wands. I feel like this reading is all about you. I really do. I feel like this reading is about you recognizing that nobody's gonna support you or be as emotionally strong for you as you can be for yourself. So this is a different kind of reading for Gemini than I usually give. Let's go. Give you a little bit more. I'm just wanting to see what else it has to say. Your reading is like going off the charts. Like, whoa. So what it's trying to tell me is focus on connecting to yourself, recognizing what you want to go after. Anytime you start to feel like I don't deserve it or it's not going to happen, readjust that feeling. Become your older version of you immediately. In other words, this motherfucker's looking at you like, stop that fucking nonsense. Enough. Be your older, wiser, respected self. Two of Swords, Five of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Fool reversed. It's trying to tell me that you are. It's almost like there's options out there for you. I do feel like you would like to see see something happen or shift, a celebration, an engagement, maybe several outings. You would like to see this happen, and I do feel like it will happen. But I feel like it's going to have to start with you putting in the work for it. I feel like you've been that workhorse that just doesn't feel like they have the time to go towards it right now. And I feel like this year you're going to have to recognize, am I going to go towards it or am I going to leave it behind? You got some shit to balance out this year is what it's telling me, Gemini. You got some shit to figure out. I feel like you're going to be really needing to focus on like the things that I want you to really pay attention, not only to be a great speaker, talker, social friend, or support system for somebody else. I want you to be that for yourself this year. I feel like you need that for yourself this year, but I also want you to have your eyes wide open because I feel like spiritually it's going to propel you to see things a little bit in a way you didn't expect to see them. I feel like it's almost going to give you an excitement or make you feel more connected with understanding why things are or how things work. I give me a second. I'm gonna show me something else for Gemini. I'm just doing it. Balance. Maybe it's gonna teach you balance and which way to move or what to manifest towards. I feel like it just makes you stronger, or it makes the investments that tight much better, closer to home. Feel like they fit. This is definitely for Gemini who I'm going to tell you, you could have had a lot of stress recently. You could be a mom. Emotionally, though, what's going on? I feel like you're aware that you want to see things change. I also feel like you're aware that I feel like you're going to see this later in the year. I'm just going to leave it like that. You have the sun in reverse. I feel like it's a matter of time. I dropped it between the star card and the 10 of coins. I feel like it's a matter of time until you start manifesting a happier outcome or moving towards it or balancing this shit out because that's what's right before it. I feel like it's only a matter of time. Look at back at the bottom of the deck till you start moving in that direction, rushing towards that shit. And I feel like you should be taking action now. Knight of Wands. I feel like you should be working on this now. All right. That's what I have for Gemini. Gemini, I feel like you're going to have a lot to pay attention to this year. Like it's you're going to have a lot to look at. But you're going to have to like not forget like your responsible part of yourself. You're going to have to embark on respecting yourself a little bit, giving yourself a little bit more respect towards if there's a fulfillment or something you want. Don't let it just don't you. I almost feel like I think I told Taurus you're putting something on the shelf. Gemini, take that shit off the shelf, bitch. Like you need to take the shit off the shelf. It's been on the shelf too long. Kind of energy. It feels like that. Like, but it feels like you're pulling yourself off the shelf. You know what I mean? Like you're just becoming. You can be a good person, Gemini, and want to do good at work, do good at home, be good on your own. But don't forget about what's going to make you happy, because I feel like that is the challenge for you this year. I'm done. Gemini, I feel like that's what you're going to be looking at this year. All right, on to Cancer. Here we go. Let's go. Cancer. I should have fixed my thumbnail before I came out here. So many people are going to go watch the other reading. Well, I only read Aries for like, I don't know, 14 minutes before it went silent when the microphone wasn't working. Okay. Here we go. Let's go. Welcome in, David. Knight of Wands. Reversed. Okay, you are not going to be anybody's fucking little, you're not jumping down the same rabbit hole of shit that you might have once had invested in. I do not see you doing that. You're bathing in like a good time, or recognizing I can do me. You know what? I'm not going to let the world get to me. I feel like you felt a lot of betrayal. I get like you had a lot of betrayal with. I'm just going to tell you, could have been with people. It definitely, like, when I say betrayal, people, I feel like you just don't feel like you could trust people, or you would tell people shit, but then they would just treat it like shit, or treat you kind of like upside down or wrong. Or I get like somebody feels irrelevant, whatever that's about. Here we go. 6. I think you got sick of that bullshit. You definitely got. This is somebody, I feel like you were like, nope, I am not going to get sick, or I'm not going to focus on investments that I don't feel like appreciate, don't value, don't trust. I'm not doing that because I'm not going to end up on life support. I feel like Cancer was like, the fucking hell with that. I feel like this card's just trying to tell me, Cancer's like, I know better. I know better, bitch. I'm not going to be on the couch. I'm not going to be sitting there with a therapist speaking about all my problems or issues right now. A lot of you are going to, I feel like a lot of you might have went in solitude to get your own. I'm going to tell you something where you either went in solitude to get your own answers, or you get them when you sleep. Solitude or sleep energy. Here we go. The Empress, the 5 of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Some of you could have been thinking about somebody that you miss as well. Could have been a mom. Your mom could have been on your mind for quite some time. If she's passed on. Clarify this, though. Oh, my Lord. Why? Clarify that, too. That was fast. I hate this, and I feel like I shouldn't say it. That's why I'm going to say it. Some of you ladies, this does, now maybe it's the opposite sex, and the cards are just showing women. Maybe it's some of you men, whatever. Don't care. I'm just going to say it, and I don't like saying it, but I'm going to say it. Shit. I feel bad for saying that. I hate when I feel good or for doing the responsible shit, or feeling like it needs to be said, whether somebody wants to hear it or not. Ace of Cups, Temperance, Ace of Wands, the Emperor. I feel like a woman got tired of putting up for a guy's shit. I feel like a woman got tired of it. Some of you ladies, it could hit home. It could hit home. It could have been an earth sign or a fire sign. And some of you ladies, I feel like they weren't telling you something. Maybe they had another choice on the board. Something like that. You're not stuck on that problem anymore. 3 of Wands is, I feel like you've completely let that go. Or you kind of give me that, you can have that bitch energy. Cancer gives me, Well, yeah, that's fine. Good. He can have that bitch, or she can have that bitch kind of energy. Page of Wands, 10 of Wands, Queen of Swords. You don't talk to whoever this is. You're not talking to them anymore. 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, Page of Wands. I feel like you did talk to them. What it's telling me is you did talk to them and deal with them. Then it stopped. Then you thought about it. It didn't happen. Then it started again. I bet you then it ended again. Eight of Cups. Then you left it alone again. What the fuck? Something started. You thought about making it start, or you wondered if they were thinking about you, and it didn't start right away. But then when it started to build, and that was the judgment, you were just like, ugh, fuck this kind of energy. 8 of Wands. You didn't work with it. It's in reverse. You've got the 8 of Cups saying stop and the 8 of Wands saying no. I feel like you became aware, like, this ain't, I'm not jumping on that. This is not my fucking train. I'm not riding that bus. The Hermit is reversed, and the Death. I feel like you let go of it. You separated from it. And I do get the energy. They're strong. They could be a earth, fire, or water sign. They could be an earth, fire, or water sign that you dealt with. Change, strength, and you. I feel like you recognized you're not going to feel like you're not going to make anybody, you're not going to let anybody make you out to look like the asshole or the person who should have known better kind of energy. I feel like you just kind of had to separate. You have this, I needed to get away from this energy. I needed to trust that this ain't it for me. This ain't the one for me. And this is what it did. The change was like a self-sacrificing strength that came towards you, that reminded you, you know, I can get what I want. I can achieve what I want. I can go after what I want. What's after it? It kind of showed you your value, your worth. And if they're going to be irresponsible with it, then you're like, well, move the fuck on already. Kind of, you're like, bye. It's like, bye, you know, bye, Ken, bye, Sabrina, bye, Barbie. I don't give a fuck what your name is. See you later. Does it not look like you cut ties with this shit? It looks like you said, get the fuck out of here. Sayonara. You know, konnichiwa. I think that's buying another fucking language. I could be wrong. I could have just said fucking hello for all I know. But you're over it. You've got 10 of Cups reversed, the Devil reversed. You're like, I am not going to be manipulated. I'm not going to deal with somebody who's going to show me appreciation only when I'm around. I feel like it did get the best of you for a little while until you really put your thoughts. Look at this, the Star card. Maybe you manifested recognizing, seeing things for what they are. I feel like you started to put a lot of value in yourself. You made this decision and you didn't want to hesitate. There's something about I couldn't hesitate. My heart was open. I wanted to invest in this person, but I recognized this was it was basically a fantasy. It was almost like wanting to be invested in a situation with somebody. It does feel like I'm hitting home with ladies. You could be 2 guys. Something about you could be 2 guys for me to have this and the King of Pentacles buried beside it. But I'm gonna tell you, it could be like 2 guys that were together. Whatever. 3 of Pentacles. This is just telling me you're not dealing with something you've already dealt with. The 4 of Swords. The 4 of Wands. The King, emotionally, you're not even, it doesn't do anything. Why would you give me old messages? Page of Cups. Show me something else. It does tell me that you were shocked. You didn't expect this from this person too. It does give me that energy. So some of you guys might have been like, basically had your perceivers or your antennas, whether they were spiritual or just your common sense through the roof on thinking about what could be going on. I almost feel like you wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt or believe it wasn't until you found out something was up. That's kind of the energy it keeps showing me for Cancer. Let's go. Show me something else for Cancer, please. This year will be about you focusing on work. I'm done. You'll focus on work and career. I feel like you will focus on that. You may need to be patient with what? With how much money you spend or what you spend your money on. Huh. Clarify these two. You could have a good year. You could, if I feel, oh, I'm done. I feel like you need to invest in business. I'm just going to say it. I feel like you need to invest in business. You need to stay at peace with your past. Don't move towards the past. Don't that boat, let that boat sink. Remember Jack from Titanic? Let it drown. That's a fucking horrible way to tagline his ass, but still. You see this here? I want you to focus on work, career, and everything that's good for you emotionally this year. Focus on the things that you want balance with that could bring great happiness and passion towards you, because that is what you're supposed to be doing. And I do feel like if you do this, you may just end up on top of it. I feel like if it felt like a hill to climb or a hill that wasn't there or didn't exist, it's only because we tell ourselves that. I feel like the opportunity is still alive and still. You better look for that invisible fucking hill, because I do feel like if you gave it time, it would be worth it. Some of you guys are sick and tired of what you're seeing happen in the world or what's going on with the news, or you don't even watch it anymore. You have this, I don't even want to watch that shit anymore. I don't usually associate like what they put on TV with signs, but I do feel like that has to do with like TV or the nonsense. A lot of you are going to be focused on financial goals. Some of you, financial goals, health, money. And I'm going to tell you, I think it's wise for you to focus on your financial gain, your health, of course, and love. I feel like love is important right now. I feel like love is something you should also focus on, Cancer. I feel like that is the change that you should be working with right now. And I also feel the need to tell you, don't worry about looking back at fucking anything. Because all it's going to do is it's just going to add stress that you don't need anymore, because it's already behind you. It's already gone. The chapter is behind you. You know what I mean? This does not exist because this has already happened. You know that. You know it's not the right direction to head in. What about this cups? Maybe it's time to try to find out how to make happiness, or that the ability of the growth, the change, the investment to happen for you. Of what? What I've already told you. Love. And I think it's time to start trusting this and rushing towards it. You've already had the heartbreak, the sorrow, the pain in the ass shit. What I want you to aim for this year is trusting yourself, building up relations, and going after those relationships of, where's that Two of Cups? Foundation and love. Let's go to the bottom, Chariot. Because I don't feel like you feel like it's coming towards you, or you've been moving towards it. You have the Devil in reverse. So you might have had a lot of rough shit happen, decisions you had to make. Might have had to either pray or wish for a different outcome. I do see this Cups in reverse. This doesn't feel like you're talking to anybody. This also makes me feel like you couldn't trust anybody. Fuck no, you couldn't. You couldn't trust somebody. This could have been men and women at one point. You couldn't trust them as far as you could throw them energy. I don't feel like that is what you're supposed to be putting the sword towards or getting stuck on this year. I feel like it's money and love. Thank you, all mods. And Jill, thank you especially. No, but really, thank you, Jill, and everybody, for everything you've done. I appreciate it. Here we go. Wow, I hate to say this, but this is for the Cancer that's had it tough in every area of your life. You got some you guys are going to have a lot that you decide to not let get to you this year that you've already, I feel like you've already done half of it. I feel like you've already gotten rid of half of it, but I feel like the other half is going to be the improvement you need to work on. And I don't want to talk about what I can tell you it is. I feel like you already are aware of what it is. I feel like I don't have to tell Cancer this, and I don't want to call it out on you for some reason, because I feel like there was just too much. So some of you, it could have just been as simple as like that bad relationship or abusive relationship. Others of you, it's how you were manipulated or abused between a relationship, whether you did nothing wrong or you did a little bit wrong, you've owned yours, but you want the other party to own it, whatever. It's just too much. It's too much all over the place. I can see too many different outcomes. So I'm like, I'm not going to explain that. I'm not doing that. I think you would understand that the best thing for you this year is to have peace of mind and go after the things that are going to make you passionately happy, make you feel the fulfillment, the joy that's been taken, that felt like it was taken away from you, a part of you, because that's the energy I feel like you. Some of you make me feel like something was taken from you that you can never get back, or it makes it that much harder to want to trust and enjoy the other parties. I fucking hate that energy, to be honest. But focus on the passions and the judgments you can get, because it's making me feel like just gross inside. And I feel like that is something that you are fighting to recognize or identify with. Some of you have identified what it was or how it happened, or how the fuck did I get stuck in this, or how the fuck did I let this happen? Like, it's getting me mad for you, and I don't like it. I'm getting fucking hot, and like I'm almost getting like fucking, my face is almost getting like fucking fiery hot and shit. I'm like, no, fuck that. But it makes me feel like um I feel unjustified energy, and I feel like it's made you very timid to social standards or groups or situations. I get like I gotta back off, or I just do me. I'm not gonna bother anybody because the shit always falls in my lap, and I don't like that. I mean, I deal with something like that, but I feel like yours is like avalanche, like, and I'm gonna get hit by that bitch. I don't want that. Yours feels pretty fucking deep. That's kind of like, fuck. If you want your heart in your asshole, be a Cancer for a little while, because that's what it just felt like. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. And I don't mean to make fun of it, but it's like, shit. Huh. I don't know if I want to say anything else. I just think it's a good year for you to really go towards peace. And I feel like you've already done that, but put the pieces together on the things that are missing out in your life. That's the message for Cancer. Don't let the past burn you so hard that you can't create a beautiful outcome because of the staples or the stitches of the past, the wounds. Don't let the wounds slow you down. Just accept them and then acknowledge or get comfortable with recognizing what you want. And I think that's going to be the goal for Cancer. I hate to say it, and I am going to say it. It's making me feel like the past made Cancers very guarded, very guarded, and that's not fair. And it should have never done that to you. But sometimes we gotta. Sometimes life is difficult. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit happens and it's out of our control. Um, but we can always control how we respond to it, and that's something I've been trying to work on to an extent. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just like, I'm like a I'm like a no bullshit kind of person. I don't like bullshit. And I think the minute I established recognizing that, I established recognizing a lot more about myself. But it wasn't just about the no bullshit. It was about what can I do that's going to make sense or make me feel a little bit better. And I still don't do enough. So I'm in that same fucking boat, Cancer. It's not just you. It's not just your sign that deals with that shit. But I feel like this year's a good year to tackle the fuck out of that. I feel like this is your year for that. Tackle anything that's upset you, anything that's kind of slowed you down from, you know, the realization of things that you should enjoy. You kind of remind me of Aries. If I go like the reading I did before, you guys couldn't hear me. It kind of reminds me of Aries a little bit. It's different, but it still gives me it's similar. It's very similar. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Leo. What do we got for Leos? What do we have for Leo? Shut up, Leo. Page of Wands reversed. Shut the hell up. Here we go. Oh my God. Here we go. Let's go. I can't. Oh my God. Red Bull time. Sorry. All right. Damn it. I flicked my cigarette out too. Here we go. Let's do this. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Microphone, I need you to go black again. We got to end this live. We got to end this live because a lot of people probably think you toxic as hell. I'm just going to laugh through Leo's reading. Here we go. What's going on? What's really going on? Why won't you give up? Ooh, breath. Oh my Lord. Why won't you die? That's horrible. A lot of you guys also could have some situations that scared you or heard of something that scared you. That makes sense to me. All right. Frightening things or just abrupt situations. Whether they scared you, made you feel uncomfortable. 6 of Wands. Somebody. Okay, I feel like I'm reading my little sister. Actually, I think I am almost 100%. I can tell I am. She's coming into this reading. I did not expect this. So if you are unaware, which you all are unaware, my sister had a little episode over the weekend and she basically almost died. She did die for a little while. She did come back to life. I did sit with her in the hospital while she was unconscious for about 12 hours. And I did talk to her and I did do my homework and tell her, whisper in her ear, you need to get back here. It's not your time yet. You know, I know you know who this is. I know you're not in your body right now as well. Get back here now. You need to fight. And then I explained to her husband, who knows what I do, has experienced in their home what I've done to help their home situation in the past. And I told him, I told him, I said, yeah, she'll make it through this. She'll get through this. She's not done yet. And she did come out of the hospital. She is back in the hospital now, but she did get through that. But now they're doing more tests and stuff with a serious situation. A lot of you guys, it's going to be about not letting situations feel. Clarify it. I'm not going to say anything to that 9 of Swords. I want to see what this says. A lot of you guys, it's gonna don't focus. Don't you can't go towards things in a mindset that's completely dark. I understand that not everybody's gonna understand me or value me or recognize what's in front of them. I understand how I come across. And I understand not everybody values what I have to offer or how serious it is to me or how serious it can become to them. I totally understand that. But I do feel like Leo needs to put the effort in that for themselves right now. The Death card, the Six of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Swords, having fear, and stay open and available for love situations to arise. A lot of this energy is going to be focusing on yourself. This is going to be a lot to focus on you as well for the zodiac sign of Leo. I knew what I wanted to say to Leo before I saw this. I usually do that once in a while where I'll get to pick I don't pick the sign kind of comes at me. And what I was going to tell Leo was focus on this year's, you got to focus on your career. You're going to need to focus on your health, and you're going to need to focus on your family or the things of love that you want to see in existence. I knew I needed to say that when I came out here for Leo. Let's see where the cards go. Show me anything else for Leo. Temperance in reverse. Why? Show me why. Some of you may have been pulled away from work or feel less drawn towards your working situations. Or you may recognize I need to invest in finding more work or something that makes me feels more suitable to the right investment. I'm just going to cut to the chase. It's about finding the right what's worth the investment and why should I invest in it versus what I'm investing in now. Some of you, it's about getting on a train or jumping on a brand new train and recognizing it for what it is. Here we go. What is the Seven of Cups trying to say? Let's see what she's saying. It's just telling me that some of you guys have very, 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 very. I almost feel like the only message I'm seeing here is that you're very. You already know that you're not going to go towards that old person that you used to have breakfast with, cereal with, or encounters with. This is telling me that there's a past relationship you will not put your time or energy into. That's done. I feel like you're going to put your work elsewhere. I feel like you've recognized the past did not stay shining upon you in a manner that felt comfortable to the fulfillment of your needs or wishes. Here we go. Nine of Pentacles, independent energy this year for you. The Star, trying to manifest that independent energy. As you do this, you will have the opportunity to speak to more people or invite more people towards you. You will be a little bit kind of like, should I move towards this or no? You will be a little undecided about building the relationships or making the decisions, Leo. You will have a little bit about this to figure out. Some of you may have been in a situation, not all of you, but some of you Leos may have been in a situation where it's like I worked so hard to get to where I want to be, but it doesn't feel like it's moving in the direction that I would love, like the purpose or the fulfillment, the reality that I want to exist. I'm going to tell you something. Don't stress about it. If it's not showing up for you, show that love to yourself and don't be stressed out about it or about situations. Remember when I said to another one of these other readings, if it's out of your control, it's out of your control. Only try to control what you can. But as you do that, try to establish what you want, Leo. Here we go. Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords, Seven of Wands, Nine of Cups, Eight of Wands, the Hermit's reversed, the World. You're going to have a lot of trying to figure out how to you have like I need to find the leverage in my life reading. I need to find the leverage or the connection to the leverage that makes sense. Some of you, it's with love. Some of you, it's with career. Some of you, it's with identifying how to make your thoughts and your effort work for you, Leo. That is what's going on. Because that Ten of Wands energy, I feel like you've cut through the bullshit. I feel like Leo said, nope, I'm done with that bullshit. It's got to come correct, or I'm not fucking playing with it. You know what? I'm going to play with my stability. I'm going to honor what's good for me right now. Some of you may have a little bit of roadblocks with that. Some of you may actually see that increase very well for you as well. Why is it telling me that? I flipped it over wrong. Would they take the chance? Would they take the chance? Yes or no? It's a maybe. Let's see what these two are. I don't know if you'll trust it. I feel like you're going to really be, I almost want to say carefree or methodical on how you approach relations. Like, some of you might have given relationships chances. I don't feel like those chances made you feel like yourself, like your happy, outgoing, abundant self. I feel like they made you feel like kind of caged to a situation. And I don't think you really cared for that. You have the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands. I feel like this is going to be something that you have to kind of own on your own. I feel like this is going to be something you have to appreciate and connect with for yourself. You have that back and forth. I don't know energy. 4 of Cups, King of Cups, Page of Cups, 9 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Some of you are going to be very financially focused, family oriented this year. Your message was simple before I came out here. Focus on financial situations. Focus on your family. That was fucking huge. And then it was like, but don't forget something about like you need to focus on love too. Don't get stuck in a situation that's not going to open up your heart or feel like it's moving. Play with identify the opportunity for it to move. 2 of Wands, Queen of Wands, open your heart. 6 of Swords. I feel like that feels like it hasn't rushed towards you, but have you been playing with the opportunity, or has it felt like it's not been there? I feel like you'll have the opportunity to speak on this stuff or balance this stuff out. You'll see things for what they are. Things will change for you. 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. You may have to wait a little while before you see a happiness with you and somebody else. I'm going to say before you feel really connected or like this is it for me. It may be a little bit of time. I just get this. It may be a little bit of time for you. Maybe a little bit. I'm going to give you that one card, Leo. Maybe a little bit of time for who? The one card that came out. The bitch is getting thrown out the fucking window. So you may have to be patient with the situation for that happiness to arrive. I out of any fucking card, 78 cards. I was like, I'm only going to give them one. And it was your card. And it was upright. And I was talking directly to you. All right. Okay. We're going to move on to Virgo. Give me a second. Give me 1 minute. Hold on 1 second. All right. Thank you for your patience. All right. Virgo. Let's see what we get. All right. I don't know if these ones are hitting home for people. We'll find out. I probably should have been reading the comments. Kind of stopped checking out the comments a little while ago. Well, 3 signs ago. Virgo. What is showing up for you? I don't know. I'm like, do I put the heat on or do I just put my jacket back on? I'm going to have a fucking crazy heat bill this fucking month. I would be shocked if it's under $600. My heat bill is going to be up there. It's been so fucking cold here. It's ridiculous. And 6 is it's high. It's higher than I like. Here we go. I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks over that, but I'm sure it's going to be close. Here we go. Virgo. Some of you guys, without the tarot, some of you guys might entertain or get the opportunity to entertain a Sagittarius energy. What the fuck? I see you. I questioned it, like Clairaudient questioned it. Some of you guys may find out about a Sagittarius energy liking you or something like that. Huh. You may know of it, but I feel more like it's to happen. Here we go. Let's go. Some of you are moms and you could have had problems with kids or a troubled son or situation where the son, things have been difficult. Others of you, you could have been having a little bit of trouble with career development and not trying to let it get the best of you, not trying to get stuck there. Virgo, I feel like you know this and you want to see changes of it. Some lady Virgos or men may want changes in the fulfillment of love in a home, while other Virgos just want to manifest more money, balancing situations out. I almost feel like things that you've wanted to plan or organize structurally, mentally, you want to see them come to fruition kind of energy. Here we go. Show me something for Virgo. Judgment. You would like to see the outcome. Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Wands here for Virgo? Okay. Don't be stressed out, Virgo. We'll get to that one. Couple messages. Some of you Virgos, I've got the Judgment, the Page of Wands, the 4 Cups. Some of you Virgos may have been through a situation where you were trying to communicate or break grounds with somebody. I feel like it just, I'm going to tell you, the nature of the beast, it feels too fucking stubborn. It feels too stubborn. Two parties not willing to listen or understand each other energy. It doesn't feel like anybody gave a shit to pay attention to that. You have the 2 of Cups, and then you have the Don't Stress Me Out card, or you have the I'm taking care of everything card. As long as you're taking care of everything in you, I'm there for you on that. But when it comes to love, clarify the 2 of Cups and the Empress reversed for Virgo sign, please. Some of you guys, this makes me know that some of you guys in a love situation, you're not with a person right now. I feel like you're not stressing about that right now. Some of you might have tried to enjoy an opportunity or wanted to go towards it, or where you could have. What? I feel like I just get this when it came to going towards it or thinking it's going to work out, you were like, no. I do get this strong, like, I don't want it energy. I'm good on my own kind of energy. Somebody may have tried it or thought about trying it. It feels like I thought about this, but I didn't do it. I thought about communicating, but no, I'm not doing it. Emotionally, no, I'm not doing it. I'm focused on my values. I'm going to practice good call. They have to have really high qualifications, and I've got it's got to work for me. It's got to feel like this, or I don't want it. I won't go towards it. I don't think you're being narrow-minded. I just think if it didn't show you if it didn't give you enough enticement or intrigue you enough, sexual desire, if they weren't cute enough, or I just feel like you were focused on your own shit. Or making sure you could make everything work. You may not have wanted to lean on support of others for a while, is the energy. Something about, I get like you didn't want to lean on, whether it's your parents, your family, you just didn't want to lean on anybody. You wanted to do this on your own. That's what I'm feeling. You wanted to be the one to handle the business. What's going on emotionally? You've been too busy for emotional development or love, or it comes off like, I'm not going to say you don't want it. That would be bullshit. But when it comes to, oh my God, I'm going to say something that would make me laugh because I just literally saw I just envisioned you playing a game. I felt like, all right, let me just say it. I feel like you've been too fucking career focused or driven, whether it's you taking care of yourself solely or you taking care of a family. I feel like that your responsibility has been like the power invested in you. There's nothing in between. Some of you, it's about building a fortune or having more, or finding a way to create more, so you can have more, save more, spend more, whatever the fuck. Whether it's save, spend, it doesn't matter. But that Ace of Pentacles, that Queen of Pentacles. Let me tell you over here, though, what I'm seeing. You've got the Knight of Cups, the Devil upright, the Knight of Coins reversed, and the Wheel. That looks like spinning the fucking bottle. And it looks like if you were to play spinning the fucking bottle with somebody, it's going to land on the ugly bitch that you don't want to kiss. So you ain't giving it any time or effort. That's what it looks like. And I visually saw like somebody playing spinning the bottle. And the person's like, in their mind, they're like, I got to kiss this motherfucker. Like, it was bad. It was fucking bad. All right. Work has been your decision. I feel like you've had to be patient with taking risks or going towards things. Making decisions, trusting decisions. In the decisions you've been having struggles with is love relationships or believing to trust them. Fuck. Just like you didn't want to kiss that ugly bitch. Here we go. And you know you can't lie about how you emotionally feel towards this situation. You also, some of you developed, you recognized, I'm going to tell you, you recognized somebody was a basket of bullshit. You dealt with somebody. In the North, you know what we say? Batshit crazy. You dealt with an asshole. Let me tell you. You dealt with somebody. Look at this card. You see this card right here? You have the Magician. You have the Seven of Swords. Liar, liar, pants on fucking fire. You dealt with somebody who it was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm just going to be honest with you. You dealt with somebody where, like, this could not happen. This could not happen any fucking more. Let me clarify that for you. This is the card that floated out next. I'm hoping you didn't wish them to perish. But what I will say is it was like, no, this is not happening kind of energy. I don't feel like you wanted to be wounded or focus on a victory that was going to make you feel outed. Go to the book. No, you were too busy recognizing I need to stand up and fight for myself. I need to put the work and effort into my growth. How did you feel about an experience? You might have felt like the person wasn't mature enough for you or ready to grow in the direction you were heading. Emotionally, it became something of your past. Oddly enough, some of you had that narc energy. Some of you had that narc energy around you, because this makes me feel like somebody felt like they didn't expect you. I get this. Somebody thought you were coming back around. This is you saying, nope, I'm not playing that game. I'm not emotionally investing in that. I'm not losing sleep over it. What's this card? Let's look together. I don't want to connect to this situation. I'm moving away from this situation. Some of you became very aware that you weren't going to get the balance you wanted in a situation. Very aware. With a specific somebody. I almost get the energy where somebody tried to make you feel like they could treat you like to somebody, like you were like that third fucking wheel. Like somebody else is on a conversation like, hello? Oh, you know so-and-so, right? Oh, that person's never going to make it. Kind of bullshit energy. That's the energy I'm kind of picking up for Virgo. And I don't really like it. Because it's like, who the fuck is that person to even worry about that person's shit? Does it make you feel better? To down somebody when they're working to be better? Does that make you feel better? So, and in my, like the way I I view people is I might give you shitty information, but it's because I'm working really hard to give you information, whether it's good or bad. But if somebody's just doing that to be a gossip bitch, I don't care for that shit. I don't care for that shit because that's somebody that's just not happy with themselves or has never been able to commit to honoring how to respect other people. You know, that's just immaturity. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that energy. All right. Here we go. Anything else for Virgo? Let me just make sure everything's kosher. I'll be right back. Give me a second, guys. All right. Back to Virgo. Virgo. Ooh, this way. Your reading is telling me I get like, you've been trying to put a lot of creativity or passion and movement towards things that you want to see work out. Some of you might have had creative or inspirational nature. It might not have shined upon the outcome might not have showed up yet. It may still be something you gotta keep kind of work like figuring out. Over here, you have the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. And that 10 of Swords and 8 of Cups energy makes me feel like any energy that comes towards you that makes you feel like you got to jump off a building, you're not putting up with. You're like, nope, nope, I'm not doing that. What's going on here? I don't know why it's saying that. Let's see why it's saying that. Okay, you wanted to come out? I'll give them to you. You're also not trying to be feeling. Some of you aren't. So something this may not pertain to everybody, but some of you guys are not worried about falling for a love situation right now. It doesn't mean you wouldn't like to manifest a love situation. I just feel like you're not hung up on the lack of communicating with somebody right now. I almost feel like you're unburdened by it. It doesn't make me feel like it's not something you'd like to have. It just makes me feel like emotionally you're kind of like nope on that. Like I'm not really gonna let that weigh me down. I'm not gonna let that get in my way. That is not it. Right now it's focusing on career and the things I'm passionate about and trusting this direction. King of Pentacles in reverse. I need to be patient and trust the reality of what I want and how to get what I want. 4 of Wands, how I make it stable. And now this is upright. How I can show myself, but show everybody else. Kind of energy. The Hierophant, the Wheel. The chapters are changing for you. I've just noticed that's a book cut off. Those chapters are changing for you. And that Hierophant in front of it. Clarify the Hierophant in front of it. Show me what you want to say to Virgo, specifically to Virgo. It's going to take risks. Some of you might have already tried to take risks that didn't work, it's saying, but it hasn't really emotionally rocked you. You have a lot of I really want my stability to be rock solid or sturdy as fuck energy over the love situation. Love situation, it's like you come off like if I was to fear it, I don't emotionally like respond to that energy. And I've made that I've made this decision. Why I say it like that is because for you to get the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Cups reversed, It's somebody that's kind of like happy on their own and okay with not falling in a love situation. I feel like the four of swords energy, you contemplate playing with the things that are worth investing in and going after that. I don't feel like you're frightened by the action towards love. I just feel like you've made a decision that's not the effort I'm focused on right now. Three of Cups reversed. I don't know why, but I can't read love to you right now. It won't let me. It wants me to read me tell you about how you're trying to build yourself up. I don't get the energy that you're doing this with a lot of people. I feel like you're doing this on your own or for other people. That's the energy I'm getting on Virgo. King of Swords and Three of Wands. All I'm going to tell you, Virgo, is it's going to start with you and it's going to end with you. All right? Look at this. That's another you card. Nine of Pentacles. I almost feel like the message I'm starting to understand right here is I don't ever want to tell anybody love can wait, but I feel like your career will show off before for the Virgo who's single, trying to keep their things together, trying to keep a family together, whatever the fuck's going on. I feel like you'll be focused more on your career or more infatuated with that before you jump into the fucking love situation. You're probably aware of this. Seven of Cups is here for what reason? Emotionally, it's telling me you've decided you can't let the past upset you. The Sun's reversed. It has. The World's upright. You've moved on. The Seven of Wands is you don't want to fight with anything that's resistant. I'm not going to fight with anything that's resistant towards me, or you have like if it's disrespectful, fuck you energy. Like, nope. Look at the like it's over. It's over card, the death card. You're like, no, that shit ain't happening. I don't have the patience or the time and effort or the resources to put up with that. Five of Cups, I won't want to deal with it. It won't feel healthy. Temperance, I'll ignore it. Five of Wands, fuck that bullshit. It can stay in the cold. All right. Balance is what's important right now. Page of Swords. And stability is what's important. You may have the opportunity. I feel like you may have told some close people what you want to do or what you're trying to become. You may have confided with your strength of letting a few people close to you know about what you're trying to achieve in business. Something about in business. And I feel like it's still taking a lot of effort for you to find what's going to work. You utilize the time and effort, and it's almost like you can't go after something. You'd be better off to try and fail and try again than to never try. So I feel like the message is don't give up and just keep going. Anything else? I got to move on from Virgo. Your reading is pretty awesome because it's telling why it's awesome, because it's telling me only two goddamn things. Listen, your reading is telling me you might have had some stresses with finances, health, most likely finances, and love in the past. And you're trying to move away from both of those, or you've picked one to move away from, and now you're trying to fix one of the two. That's what your reading is telling me. The end. Happiness card. What's here? 10 of Cups, the Death card, the Tower. Later in the year, you could see something trickle towards you. You could see a new beginning start to change for you. The magic's in the air for you. Your imagination and your awareness is a big part of that. Also, your effort. If you give up too early, you may wish you didn't. Your message is you may wish you didn't, because you could have had a victory. Don't stop putting in the work is what I'm going to tell you. Somebody's putting in a lot of work or effort or has a lot of feelings. And this could be towards wanting love or finance or both, whatever. But I feel like don't give up. because I do feel like I'm just going to show you something fucking so ironic. I feel like you've put in so much work that you're not supposed to give up yet. I don't feel like don't cut the cord before it's don't block your blessings. And I feel like that is the message for Virgo. Just keep going. That's what I got. All right. I don't know how well that went for every Virgo out there, but we're going to move on to Libra. Libra. Let's go. All right. Before I choke and die on this heat, here we go. Yeah. Libra. I was thinking about telling them about KC, but if you want to tell them in the chat, go ahead. I'll leave that to you. I'm not really going to say much, okay? I don't want to say anything. Libra. First two out. Clarify it. Okay. You're letting go of something. Or you have. So Libras, I feel like you've made the decision to let go of being upset about a relationship. Libra, I do feel like you decided, all right, what once was. Libra's getting over the hump. Basically, some of you, it's already happened. Some of you, 1, 2, 3, it's like this is a while back, but for some of you, it's like it's more. So I can see that for some of you that happened a while ago. Others, they're there right now. The ladies, you're already over it. The guys, you're going through that mud. Trust me, the men I know it's men. Putting a lot of work and effort in themselves right now. Ladies or men. This is what's going on for Libra. Not looking back anymore. Letting it go. Accepting it. Moving on. Moving to something different. This just makes me feel like somebody could be unsure of where they're going, Libra, or what they're going to connect with, especially towards love. Some Libras business could be going well, could definitely be going well, or it could be showing that it's working out. If it's a dude, they may end up hearing that they have to travel for work. I get two things on this. If it's a guy, Libra, you may end up hearing you need to travel for work, or you may end up recognizing that something you thought you were investing in that you thought might fail is actually working out. And now you're seeing it for what it is, the investment for what it is. Some women are trying to figure out how to get more of a return on an investment that they've created already for Libra. Interesting. Let's keep going. Show me something, Libra. Share it. Just keep putting the work and effort in, Libra. Female or male energy. Just keep putting that work and effort in. Stay aware to that. I'm done. Keep putting that work and effort in. This is the goal. This is what, don't lose hindsight of what's important, Libra. I feel like it was hard. I almost get the energy where a lot of there's a uh, why do I feel like Libra men felt like they could bring bring um resurrect a relationship? I don't feel like the women wanted to at all. Spiritually, I don't feel like the woman wanted to recollect. She didn't want to resurrect the relationship at all. Um, Thank you for the super chat, and I'll talk to you again soon when it's time. But yeah, I'll let you do what you're doing. I'm not gonna talk to you right now, and I don't think you want to talk to me right now. I think you're just taking it all in. All right. So what I'm seeing is there's going to be a lot of. I'm just going to put the cards down. All right. I'm just going to talk to you guys. There's going to be a lot of curiosity with love situations for Libra women and men. They're going to be very curious about love relationships and if they should go towards them in 2025. Also, I'm seeing that what's going on with work. Men are going to get fully invested. Women are going to try to figure a way to make the investment more proper or stronger, bigger, bolder, a more standing out. Develop. So some men are going to have a lucrative exchange in a positive manner, and women are going to be working to get that back. You might already be experiencing this, by the way, as I'm telling you this online. This may have gone on for the women for about 6 months to 1 year already, where things that were working out better for them a year ago from today, they're trying to figure out how to do that all over. Or they're going to look at other avenues to figure out how to make that work, or they already have. Where the men didn't trust a situation that did work out for them because the men were hung up on a love situation, whether they were telling you or not. And whether it was you or somebody else, it doesn't matter. This is what I'm getting intuitively, psychically. All right. The women let go of that a while ago. Some of them felt a disconnect from the relationship so much ahead of a situation. A lot of this, what I'm picking up, pertains to the energy exchange between the two people, the love and affection that was shown towards each other. It faded too fast. It felt like somebody was too, I'm not going to say unpredictable, but not in their fighting corner. And it made it easy for the separation just to dissolve. All right. Now I'll get back to the cards. Let's go. Knight of Cups is reversed. I'll clarify why. I felt that. I felt you because it's behind you. The connection that you once had with somebody, a woman and a man, it's behind you. It's shown change. I feel like when it came to thinking about, speaking about, fighting for it, that didn't exist. It became, this is lust, and I'm going to put my work and magic in me. I'm not going to stress out about the outcome. I just want to fight for balance in my life. I want to take new challenges and risks on, and I want to find that awesome emotional connection that I'm supposed to meet. I don't want to be worried about what they're doing, who they're talking to, how they feel, or the fact that I don't feel confident in trust with them. I want to play higher. I want to play with higher emotions to a situation. I want to feel like this person brings me to like cloud nine. Because the last person, I don't feel like they did it towards the, I'm going to say towards the end. And I feel like that's why Libras might have just said goodbye to a situation. It might have strengthened you and made you want to manifesting, recognizing this didn't work out. It's not the end of the world. Here you are. I want balance. I can't be stressed about it. And guess what? I did hang on to a situation, but I also left it when I realized that it wasn't igniting the fire inside of me, or the passions were non-existent anymore. I learned lessons. I want to play with happiness now, emotional happiness. I don't want to be hurt. And I'm not really stuck on fighting in a love situation. I'm more like, I feel like you're more recognizing I need to put my patterns on energy that's going to move or float towards me. If love shows up, yes, I'll invest towards it, but I won't be upset about it. I will not worry about it. I've worried about it in the past, and I won't do that going forward. I've moved on, and anytime I felt upset, I recognize I need to invest in myself. And this is what I practice, and this is what will bring me in happiness. And I'm okay with that. I let go of a situation that was behind the situation's behind you. Libra's got a situation that I feel like both parties have accepted it. I do feel like a woman may have felt like there was things she couldn't accept with a Libra guy. And look at this fucked up shit. Another card, and you're on the table. Totally different deck I'm not using. As I'm talking to you, I just that happened with Aries. That card for Aries is over there. I have a feeling the women acknowledged it a while ago. I feel like the guys are starting to recognize whether both parties got distance, one party was just too distant or too unrealistic to the investment that was right in front of them. They're recognizing that investment's kind of it's completed. I feel like a full completeness of that love chapter. I feel like balance is what they're fighting for now. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, man. The guys got to move out of the energy. I feel like a lot of the guys are going to invest in themselves and in work. They may have the opportunity of love or moving towards it for a balance of it, but it does look like it's going to take some time for those guys. I'm just going to say, I totally feel a male's energy before they commit to something else. And a lot of it has to stem with the changes or not bringing the emotional things of the past with you. And this is on a man. This is definitely on a man. If he only invests in himself, he's only going to see him moving towards the investments that work for himself. And I don't feel like he's going to I don't feel like he's going to break free or move forward or build a solid foundation, become happy. He'll build money and he'll learn that I got money. I got what I wanted with money. But did I get truth and clarity on love and happiness? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But is that all you want? Are you okay with the world and being alone and not looking back or being happy in a celebration? That'll be up to him. That'll be his fucking decision. I'm done with this reading. We're done. All right. Moving on away from Libra. Here we go. That felt a little too goddamn personal, but it is what it is. I don't mean to use your name in vain. You know I love you. Scorpio. I really am pissed off that this thing hung up on me on Aries. Like, that was a fucking awesome Aries reading. I thought it was good. I don't know if it was great, but it just pisses me off that I'm like, I think this is a really good Aries reading. I don't even remember the half of what I said. But as I was going through it, I was like, this feels right. You know what I mean? Like, this feels really solid. And it had to get cut off. Damn you, Scooper Steve. Here we go. Scorpio. Let's go. Let's do this. If you're wondering why it's taking so long to shuffle, I shuffled the other cards first. All right. Scorpio. What will happen next for you? You got to take care of you. You could be recognizing, I got to take care of me, or I've got to own some things. Acknowledge. I feel an acknowledge energy. Empress. I feel like she's acknowledging things, working through things maybe that she never worked through in the past, or trying to identify what she can work with to better herself for today and tomorrow, whatever that's about. Here we go. She's doing this. She's fighting on her own, Scorpio, or he's fighting on his own. It's a he. It could be a he. It could be a she. But whoever this is, when I threw the cards, it pushed that card aside, and these cards stayed with a space in between. So I feel like that person's doing this on their own. I don't feel like they're worried about the help from like a dude. Somebody could have been in a relationship that came to an ending. It might have been, I get it was all fun. It was all fun, but I do feel like it might have got a little dark or heavy at the end. A little unhealthy at the end. Let's see what's going on. Why is the Fool card here? Letting go. Scorpio, I feel like you may have had an investment with somebody that came to an ending. I feel like your imagination recognized I need to identify working harder on myself. Knight of Pentacles reversed, Page of Cups and King of Cups upright. I feel like you came to the crossroads or the realization that I need to put the work and effort into me, my time, energy. I need to dance with that. That's what's going to make my soul shine. I just get this. I was trying to help everybody else energy. Something about you, Three of Wands, I don't feel like you are now, but I feel like you were in the past. And I feel like you recognize change has to happen. Three of Swords, why am I fighting so hard or emotionally connected to a situation? And I'm not giving breath to my situations. And I feel like you spiritually discovered that about yourself. I feel like you recognize, fuck that, I got to strengthen up my priorities. What's good? I gotta put my volume up in the world. The Hermit. And I gotta trust it and I gotta work on it. Four of Wands, Magician's reversed, the Moon. Some of you may have dealt with, I'm going to say either air sign, I'm just going to say air sign, fire sign. I'm also picking up Earth without the tarot. You might have dealt with one of those signs and it was just like you became aware you wanted to be part of the situation or you were hoping it could work for what it is and it could get to a victory. Eventually, the Page of Pentacles, without a shadow of a doubt, it ended. Seven of Swords, Eight of Wands. Carry yourself. You're gonna find somebody else. That's what it's telling me. So the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like feel like you've been in relationships with people. They've went to the test of time, or they were an experience. I get like they were definitely an experience for you. You might have been through some that weren't that friendly or that honest with you. This could have been 2 relationships back where the fucker wasn't that honest with you. Was telling you all the shit you want to hear, but not doing all the shit that he's telling you, kind of energy. I feel like emotionally you've cut free of that. The Eight of Wands, you've decided to go into a different phase or direction or go towards a different purpose. You've looked at the things with your heart. Also try to stay very creative, very open-minded about a situation, move in that direction, and willing to manifest it. All while you're doing this, love hasn't forgot about you. And I feel like you're starting to kind of become aware of this. I just get this. I know energy. Like you should, like if you don't know, you should know. Page of Swords, the balance card, clarify it for Scorpio. You know, you learned about it for what it is. You also saw it for what it is what it's telling me with that Hierophant there. You know, you came to that higher understanding. It's telling me that even if somebody tried to emotionally connect with you right now, it would kind of throw you off. What the fuck is that? I just get this energy where like if somebody tried to like, hey, whether it was like, hey, boo boo, like the last person or a brand new person, you're kind of like, no, I don't know if I want to go in that direction right now. You have a strong, I need to invest in myself and family energy. And this is the decision I've made. I want to be more practical, more there for my family and for myself right now. You've given it lots of thought. Anybody who kind of showed you a little bit of disrespect, I feel like I'm gonna say you walked away from you. Ace of Pentacles, you buried that shit. That shit's done. The Knight of Swords, and then you have the Three of Cups. Anybody that approached you wrong, or with like a cynical nature, or like an evil heart, or for all the wrong reasons, you buried that nature. You buried that. That's gone. That person's 6 feet under. You didn't realistically bury them. You just buried the relationship. clarify their card. What do they have to be patient for? Your reading's being very clear with me that you might need to be a little patient to see things change with career and love. I feel like you just got to keep putting the effort in. Honestly, Scorpio, keep putting effort in. I'm going to tell you, just keep putting the effort in towards career. Anything that you like or you do, career, keep going forward with that right now, or looking for the right one, sticking with it, as long as it makes you happy. But also, I get this energy. Some of you are like, love's got to sit out for a while. Whatever. I don't know why I'm fucking feeling that way, but I am. That one's got to sit out. Kind of like, and you feel very not fucking around with it. Like just know it. You know, in other words, Scorpio feels like my mind's made up, it's made up energy. Whatever that's about. Anything else for Scorpio? Some of you could be a mom and worried about the growth of somebody you were with, or if they were going to be okay on their own, is what it says, Scorpio. So your mind may be made up with you want to do things on your own or your way, which is fine. I feel like you wanting to be independent and solid for you is good for you. But I'm going to tell you, I also feel like you still have a mothering nature to a situation, or a feeling towards hoping that person's doing well. Let's see what this is. Some of you may not know where they are, some of you may not know where they are. They may have tried to come back towards you, something like that, whatever. I almost pulled the card off. If it wants to show up, it will, but I'm not pulling it. Here we go. You have I'm not going to be emotionally upset right now with love. I'm going to be okay with just letting it sit over there. You're putting that shit on the shelf, it says, or you have for quite some time for some of you. But for some of you, it's recognizing I'm not really running towards love right now. I'm just not doing it. Let me show you something. You have that 3 of Wands in reverse, the 2 of Wands, mine's made up. You have the 3 of Swords and then you've got the, what is this? The 4 of Cups. You've got the 4 of Cups. But then you have the Lover's card in reverse. And that goes to Balance and Chariot. I don't feel like you're rushing towards it. I feel like you're rushing out of it and working on you. I'm done. Working on you. I feel like you know this. You don't want to be bound to anything. I feel like you enjoyed time, but I feel like it wasn't fulfilling the happiness or the emotional connection that meant something to you. So I feel like you've decided I have to leave everything behind. You know, it wasn't clear, or people weren't being clear with me. They were actually trying to take or steal my investments, my ideas, and I'm not going after that direction. I'm trying to balance out things for the better, or I did for others, but now I'm going to do it for what's good for me, or what's close to home for me, or what's in front of the home situation. And those are the victories I need to go after. There's the card I was wondering if I should have grabbed off the bottom. I would not focus on this bullshit. I will be my own strength. I will use my own imagination, my own power to bring in that happiness, that celebration, and that committed energy. Here's your card. I get the energy. You knew you had to let something go and move on. Either you knew or you learned that you had to. My nose is itchy. You might have got, some of you might need a scratch ticket or something. Maybe you win some money or play like Keno or something. But the Emperor, the Star card, not wanting to look back, not thinking about it, and then you showed up. And you moving on and not moving towards a situation that when it came to the investment, you were putting all the work into it. And you knew you were doing this. You fucking knew about it. And I feel like you're starting to fill your own cup up and being strong enough to recognize, no, I got to put a lot of work and effort into the things that I've always wanted. I feel like love was the hiccup that you enjoyed, and you enjoyed the partnership and the feelings, but I feel like it slowed you down on the course of action for what you wanted to achieve. And I feel like it was hard for you to admit it, but you fucking knew it. I'm done. I feel like that's what happened to Scorpio. Holy hell. I hope nobody's getting mad with me. I feel like people are like, I hate watching this guy. Uh, if you don't hate watching the channel and you like watching the content, share it, like it, subscribe to it. If you hate it, why would you watch it anyway? Tell me. All right. Sagittarius. My mouth is getting dry. I'm almost out of my juice. Sagittarius. All right. Thank you guys all for the super chats. Alban, Casey, the other person that's not up there but did a super chat. I thought somebody else did. If you did, you did. But if you didn't, you didn't. But thank you. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could have just been you two. I haven't been staring at the chat as much. This one is irritating me. Earplug. Here we go. Sagittarius. I don't really want to go anywhere until it shows me some more. What the hell? Oh, I was like, what the hell is that that's unplugged? I'm like, is that? And then I'm like, no, that gets plugged into the computer. It's my, I have a like touch screen printer, but I never use it. Actually, it was given to me, and I've never tried it. Like, I need ink or something. I've just never went and got it. Here we go. I have another printer upstairs. I have like 5 printers. I have too many. Queen of Cups. At least it didn't jump on the floor. Here we go. Queen of Cups reversed. Nine of Swords. I feel like you're trying to find fulfillment in your like this something about I need to rediscover the things that are going to make me feel happy. I don't want to be emotionally bothered. Some of you have this. I don't want to be emotionally bothered or mentally triggered energy by things that I've already dealt with. I want to focus on making things happen. I want renewal energy. Some of you, it could be like wanting to. I see something about wanting to make things last, and this feels oriented around purpose in career or money. For that Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords, I'm going to tell you, it feels like it's something you've held on to for a while. The Magician under the Ace of Wands. Clarify the Magician, please. And it also tells me that there were times where you were trying to work or get work to take off where they would go in a direction that made sense. I do feel like this makes me feel like there was a little bit of struggle with it. The Knight of Wands in reverse and the Four of Cups, the struggle outside of it could have been a relationship. And I feel like you let go of that, or you became aware of the struggle of this Five of Wands energy in the Moon card, this relationship, the lack of it working. This may not be the woman. I do feel like this is a guy. I feel like there was a Sagittarius male who resisted it, letting go of the woman. I feel like the woman didn't know if she wanted to be attached to another male. She comes off like she wasn't sure if this is what she wanted to work with. Look at, like, do I do this, or do I just put the work and effort in myself and my victories for me? Some of the women have already initiated, I'm okay on my own. Very independent energy for you. You have a very self-sacrificing energy, I'm feeling. With that Ace of Wands to the resurrecting energy of the Ace of Pentacles and like your own foundations and happiness and making it happen with that. Let's go. Why is this here? Show me. Do they think about it? Yes or no? So love is here, but do you think about it, or does it absorb all your time? No. Absolutely not. Does it run through your mind, or do you think about the happiness you once may have had, or the happiness you can have? Yes, of course you do. I'm sure you do. Knight of Wands, but I don't think you play with it to where it's a block. Interestingly enough, I do want to say collectively, I understand the women are the ones that they're not being blocked, but the men were blocked for a little while. I don't feel like the men are blocked anymore. I feel like the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords is the men freeing themselves of that nature or that respect. And there's your card, Sagittarius. I feel like you learn to respect yourself or the circumstances of your situation. The Five of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you said, fuck this and fuck the bullshit. I got to stop absorbing hurt. And I got to work on the things that are going to work for me or I'm going to work for. It probably showed a good result for the guys. A lot of change, a lot of financial change, especially. The Empress. I feel like the woman and man mirror each other. I feel for the first, and I should have said this months ago. I never caught on to this until this card reading. I'm feeling like the women, the way they were felt in a relationship and released it, I feel like the men are doing that now. But I feel like they felt identical. So I feel like the same Sagittarius energy that you are, woman, and then the same male energy, I feel like what happened is you guys were on like mirroring each other. It's like you're on this side of the mirror, you're on this side of the mirror. And what's going on in your feelings in this side of the mirror is what's going on in his side of the feelings on this side of the mirror. You two don't know each other, and you're in separate relationships. And I feel like now you're not so stuck on that. The Hermit were the lessons learned. Somebody did fear not communicating with somebody. Could have been a fire or air sign, like yourself, a fire or air sign. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Somebody feared letting this go, but they don't fear it anymore. I'll show you the cards. This is the card that showed me somebody feared it. First, it told me that you're over it. But then it showed me that somebody still may be a little bit apprehensive or wanted to communicate, but recognized all the damage was done. Really kind of focused on all the damage, saw things for what they were, and then recognized I can't fear the situation anymore. They put a lot of thought and effort into it and said, Five of Cups energy. It's got to go. It's got to go. This isn't the way love's supposed to be. And I almost feel like there was a woman who loved a man so much she couldn't let him go. And I feel like that's what the male it went through too. I feel like a man went through that with a woman, and he could not admit that. You ever been in love so much that it hurts to where it's like, you ever dated somebody and then you date them and then you're over them in like 2 months, 6 months, a year, but then you date somebody and you're fucked up on them for like 2 or 3 years or a little bit longer than what you could imagine? I feel like that was what happened. It may not be everybody's perfect reading, but to some of you out there, this is what I'm getting. Trust in the past, letting go. Wow, it's kind of blunt. I asked questions as I was going, and it's basically like you needed to trust that. I feel like you went through lessons. I feel like you have that. You guys probably have some lessons under your belt after this one, after this last relationship, the last one you entertained. The world, communication, the Eight of Wands, it not being like established or working, putting a lot of work and effort, but also feeling like whatever you try to organize or make work out, it just gets sabotaged. I get like a sabotage energy. Then I got the five of listen to this. I got the five of Pentacles, leaving it in the cold. The Nine of Pentacles, making you feel weak about letting it go. The Seven of Wands, you still wanting to parade on towards it, recognizing it's becoming part of something you have to let go. Page of Swords, getting a little communication, but recognizing you want to move away from it. And that if you go towards it, build towards it, it's going to show you one thing. It's going to make you feel emotionally happy until it ends again. And that Chariot was the one that told me, inevitably, because the way I was asking questions, While I was shuffling, what came out, that Chariot showed me that it would just end again. So I feel like you guys were in a relationship that the judgment was being shown to your face, but the love was hard to release. You didn't want to stop loving that person. You wanted to give him that flower until you recognized, or it became something where it was like, you know what? I got to change the page, the chapter. I've got to move on because I've been stuck here for too long and it's affected me or manifesting my happiness. I don't think it's what you think of all the time. I think it's something you guys both went through. But I feel like everybody, what I see is that it's almost like, I feel like the lady struggled less. I feel like, I'm just going to say, I feel like the lady struggled less to let it go. I feel like a lot of the guys really got their heart torn out, or their feelings were too invested. Let's see what the cards say. Yes or no? Upright, yes, reverse, no. Was the last comment right or wrong? We'll do it again. We'll do it one more time because they hit the ground. Yes or no? So it's a maybe. Page of Wands came out reversed. Six of Swords could be closer to a no now. I'm going to say Page of Wands, it was hard to let go of something they were happy with. Six of Wands, Page of Swords, somebody had to let go of a situation. And they know they did. I don't think they wanted to. I really don't. I feel like it took a lot of that. All right, Four of Wands energy on the opposite. They wanted to stay in this to win this, whether it was a her or a him. Somebody, and it does feel like it's Saggy. It does feel like Saggy did. Whether the lady felt that way at one time and let it, it feels like the lady, no matter what happened, she eventually got over it quicker than the male did. The male I feel like the male energy's hung on this shit, like hung, or was. Why? They keep going over my arm. They just weren't ready to let go. The male he wasn't emotionally ready to let go. Look at this. I asked why. The man wasn't emotionally ready to move away from the lady. That's all. Not stuck on it anymore, though. Either party's not stuck on it anymore. The Page of Wands, they don't really communicate that well, or they didn't. The Six of Wands in reverse, they weren't going to have a victory. The Page of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Wands. It's kind of like it was destiny to not communicate or work, for things not to work out the way you were hoping. Eventually. It doesn't mean you weren't happy at a time. You know what I mean? I just feel like you are meant to move on and not to stress about it. It's telling me a theme over and over again where whoever this was, it was hard for them to move on. They learned, though, that I need to trust in myself or my abilities. I need to put more homework and effort into me. You did, because this love isn't going to hurt me anymore. I can't be boxed in by this. I've got to have more fulfillment, more love, emotions in my life. And that part does, I feel more like it was attached towards both, but it started to leak into the male at the end. Just going to say what I feel. All right, let's keep going. I don't know if I'll keep doing separating the energies I understand, because I don't have many men that watch. I have a lot of women. So, I mean, unless you guys like that, you let me know either here or in the comment section. Do you want me to show you when I can identify with what energy it is, or do you not want me to tell you that? Let me know either in the live comments or comment it after the video. No, I want to know whether you're getting a male energy or a female energy. You let me know what you like, and in the future I'll decide what I do. All right, moving on. Capricorn. Cappy. Autumn Moon, it's like identify the energy. I want to read them now because I don't sometimes get to see the chat for a hot minute. That aggravates me. Like when the video will be done and it doesn't go up for like a fucking day because people are like, "Where's the closed captions?" Or like it's not really floating around the internet like it should be when they lack pushing the video out. I can't stand that, and I won't even look at it after I check once or twice to see if the live's up. So that's why I'm looking now. I'm like, well, I better look now because if it doesn't let me see that for like hours, I'm just gonna say fuck it and not look. Here we go. Oops, I knocked over my Morgan Greer tarot, half the deck. Let me just fix that. All right, Capricorn. I'm gonna have to just deal with how cold it gets in here. I'm not gonna keep the heat off. Here's my Celtics lighter. And the messages for Capricorn. All right. Here we go. Capricorn. What will happen next for you? Oh, that was a weird shuffle. What is that card? Oh, High Priestess. The card didn't want to shuffle. It bent towards my hand. That's never. I don't think that's ever happened. This card probably means it's gonna show up for you. It was ready to separate from the whole 77 other cards. Let's go. This one first, always. Problems at home. I don't know. Somebody could have had problems at home or felt detached from a home situation. Capricorn, I don't know what the fuck this is all about, but somebody could have felt detached emotionally from the investments in a home situation. Definitely a female energy. Definitely a female energy. Could be a female with a son, by the way. Some of you, it could be a mom and a son feeling detached. I don't know who that's for, but I'm seeing like maybe just not seeing eye to eye with shit on an emotional situation. Somebody, it could be something as simple as a son or a mother not wanting to see their child upset. I don't know what this is, where this is. Oh, here we go. Just shuffle. Just see what happens. Show me for Capricorn, please. No. Not all those cards. Show me for Capricorn, please. I knew it was going to be a lot. I knew it. When it did that, I'm like, if it's not like 6, and I'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. My favorite number, actually. So, somebody's not trying to let the past ruin the power of where they are today. It's somebody's definitely had like a rude awakening. It makes me feel the Hermit and the Emperor of going after things, having a stronger, how did you say the word, vitality, or just having a stronger notion of oneself, putting a lot of effort in that, really trying to focus on that, really trying to manifest that. I get the energy. There's a Capricorn that this is different. This feels so family attached. I feel like a Capricorn's trying to play the mom and the dad, or did for a while in the past. There could have been resentments. The kid could have been mad about the dad situation with a lack of support, whether it was from a mom or a dad, something of the sort showing up, the Judgment. 10 of Wands, making decisions, not getting. Why is that here? Somebody didn't want to get, somebody was trying there. It fell out. It fell out. Somebody, I was going to say it. Somebody didn't want to get stressed out. Somebody was sick of the stress of it. Whether it was the mom or whether the child felt like they weren't getting the love and support from both parents, something like that. On to something, yes or no? Maybe not. The world's reversed. Or that the love for a situation is just not there. It feels like whether you were married or together for a while, something ended. And when this ended, it made it easier to focus on what you want. Could have been a love and support for your children, or looking for a new love for yourself in general. I'm going to say with that. I'm not going to say just one or the other. I feel like both. Striving for that energy. Let's clarify anything we can for Capricorn. It's a very single energy, whether you're a woman or a man. I feel like you've had to really figure things out for yourself. Some of you, it's for yourself if you're completely single. Some of you, it's for the family that you carry along with you. What is this card that? Is it, the card was already here. It was over there with this. I don't want any more cigarettes. I'm getting sick of cigarettes. That's enough. All right. Show me something for Capricorn. Show me something for Capricorn. Oh, I should have just given it to you. Happiness. Happiness is what's been key, or what's been on the mindset of Capricorn. This is the work effort they're looking to establish or maintain. They haven't really been happy or felt like they got the truth out of people for a while. They're trying to put this completely behind them, or they put a lot of work and dedication into doing so. That's what it makes me feel. Emotionally, it was kind of, they became aware they had to do it. I'm going to tell you, it wasn't the easiest thing to do, to let go of how you felt, but you recognize you had no choice. So at one point, there's a Capricorn that may have been stuck on. I just feel unappreciated energy for Capricorn. I hate this fucking reading. I feel like you felt too attached, too unappreciated. I really feel like you felt unappreciated when it came to two things. Look at this. Balance and support, love support. It just feels like you felt so on your own. I feel like it taught you a lot, or made you better at being on your own. I feel like it gave you that natural instinct. It brought that to you. I just feel like it brought that. It might have taken a while for it to balance out, or for you to make calculated risks, not be stuck on it, or emotionally accept that this is what I got to work on. Let me show you that. So balance and making those risks and connecting to those risks, not being stuck on it, emotionally accepting it, and then playing with it and recognizing it's what you need to work on. And I feel like you already did that. I feel like your homework's done. Here we go. On that. It took a lot of patience or persistence and strength. It took a lot. It took a lot. You had to really recognize the situation for what it was, and recognize if it's not going to work with me, I can't stick in sorrow or stay upset. I just got to go. I just got to go and build my fortune, take care of my business, whether it's me on my own journey or me with my family. And that's exactly what you've been doing, is what it's telling me. Okay. Anything else for Capricorn? Show me anything else you want to show for Capricorn. Whether it's that, or I got to focus on something else, show me. Anything else? Jeez. Might as well just pull almost half of them. No, it's about a quarter of them. Yeah, I feel like you had to trust it. You had to put a lot of hard work in making these tough decisions. I feel like you had to let go of being upset at one point, recognizing that it wasn't your imagination that things were going to come to an ending. I'm going to tell you that you had to do it on your own to get the balance you were looking for. I feel like you recognized the boat wasn't carrying you in a direction you liked. You had to let go of worrying about it and just put effort into it. Some of you got like the aha moment or the epiphany. If I put the work and effort into it and I don't play with the situation that's playing with me, I'll get to change. Mentally, probably mentally and spiritually came up with I feel like you recognize if I walk away from something, I can become something even better. I can fight for something, fight for something even stronger. Page of pen. You have I can do this, but I had to do it on my own energy. You have a specific, like I cut out some shit out of my life energy. I do feel without the tarot that some of you may have felt upset with having to let go of things. I do feel like you carry that in your gut, though. Something about you carried that in your stomach, or you didn't really. You may have told a girlfriend or a couple of guys about it, but not much. You kind of kept that towards the belt. I don't feel like you wanted to be that poor me person. I feel more or less like some of you could have told a couple, but I feel like a lot of you were like, nah, I'm not telling nobody shit. You know what? I'm just going to focus on me right now. You might have had to trust that decision, fighting for your foundations and putting the work in to you and not stressing about it. Took a lot of another tarot deck just fell. It's telling me it took a lot of patience. It took a lot of patience. What's going on emotionally? More cards have fallen. You definitely wanted to focus on abundant energy and put down the dilemmas. Nurture the things to become stronger. Oh, wow. We're not playing that game. You're just going to keep dropping them at me over there? That's kind of creepy. We're not doing that. They just keep falling. So I have two decks to my left, and they're sitting on top of it. Like there's a deck over here that I showed you the deck, and there's a deck beside it, but it's sitting higher than it on the box, and they just keep sliding over the other deck and falling down. Like, read me. Like, no, I'm busy. Here we go. We'll go to the other ones. Let's do this. What in the hell? Capricorn. Capricorn. Anything else for you? I just get yes or no. See what it is. Yes. A lot of you guys kind of shut down, letting the situations around you emotionally upset you. I feel like you emotionally recognize I got to put more effort into things that are going to work for me. I can't focus on the things that didn't work for me or the investments that I wanted to have. I feel like once you came to this, it was easier to see change happen. Some of you are still trying to figure out the working game situation or how to work around, create solutions around work, or invest in maybe home and work, manifest more, balance more, not stress about stuff, not feel stuck on stuff, not worry about. Some of you are focused on letting things be what they are and accepting things for what they've been and changing away from being upset about them. When it comes to thinking about them, you think about work and effort you can put in. And truth and clarity about just getting away from it. What's going on with love? Show me. It's not showing me what's going on with love. It's showing me that you're accepting what you've dealt with in the past. You've come to a 360 reality where it's like, no, the past is what it is. It showed me who I need to be or what I need to focus on. Capricorn, it's not telling me anything about what's going to happen in your love life. I just try to ask, and it just showed me It didn't give me any love messages. It just told me like you're just okay with accepting what didn't work out. I feel like you're committing to staying happy at this time or aiming to. What are you trying to trust? You do. So just because you're not jumping or chasing, the white rabbit or whatever you want to call it, the love boat, doesn't mean I don't think that you trust or can commit to love. It just doesn't feel like I feel like it's not what's slowing you down right now. You may want it over here a little bit, but it doesn't feel like that's. Clarify that. I feel like I'm doing it. It doesn't feel like that's something that you're really hell bent on. I feel like you're not really worried about that right now. Give me two more over here. I think you're worried. I think not worried, but I feel like you're more focused on what you can offer the world or your family, yourself or your family if you have a family. I feel like that is what you're focused on. Clarify the Ten of Cups upright. Clarify the Ten of Cups upright. Some of you question if the connection's worth it. I get like you may question if the commitment's worth working with right now. I don't know if you emotionally you couldn't. It's like emotionally you're about business, right? Like business, taking care of business versus finding out how you communicate towards love or making the decisions to trust it. I don't think you want to worry. Part of me feels like you don't want to get hurt again. Eight of Wands reversed, and you're strong, and you recognize I got to have my own support for me, so things don't come out of balance. I wouldn't mind seeing the changes, events of love to build, but they're not here right now, and I don't want to feel like this again. And my thoughts feel the same thing about how I feel emotionally. I would like communication, but stability is key right now. Maybe this will come down the road or connection. Not right now, though. I'm not going to get stuck on this. I'm going to focus on the things that I can create. It tells me you know this. It also tells me Five of Wands reversed, Knight of Swords. You're not willing to play with love right now, is what it's telling me. Eight of Swords, you're not trying to fear or be in. It's almost like you don't want to. You ever watch a movie and you want to rewind it to see that part again? It's like Capricorn doesn't want to hit the rewind button in the future. They don't want to rehearse a situation that's already happened. Future, whether it's a total different situation. They don't. Why are two sevens reversed? Moving away from what? I feel like you've moved away from wanting to feel alone, but at the same time, you've accepted it. You have this I've accepted it energy. Five of Cups reversed. I'm not going to sweat on it. The past is what it is. There you are. You have a strong, I'm letting go of things that upset me, stressed me out, or I couldn't work with. Capricorn's all about recognizing what they've been through. Your reading straight up told me you've been through some shit. You guys have been through some stuff. I shouldn't call it shit, but it feels like it's a lot of shit. It feels like you've been through some stuff to where you're like, you know what? Tomorrow's another day. And as hard as it is, like it's not hard for me to say that, but it was hard for you to go through what you're going through, to have to even think that way at the time. But I feel like you've come across the water with that. Like it's just like enough's enough. I feel like enough became enough. How is Capricorn doing? They're aware of how they feel. It tells me you're aware of how you feel. Do they trust love right now? Emotionally? No. Hell no. Queen of Swords, they don't want to commit to it. Ten of Wands, it feels like something they need to not focus on. Ten of Swords, reversed. Six of Pentacles, upright. Nine of Swords. I don't feel like you're committed to it. Knight of Pentacles is reversed. Strength is reversed. Nine of Cups is reversed. Ace of Cups is, I'm done. I feel like love isn't something you're trying to let hurt you right now. I feel like Capricorn's like, nope, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to focus on probably my family. You might focus on your family or bettering your health. I'm going to tell you that. That may be what's really positive for you this year. On focusing on making your mental, not your mental, but your emotional health even more strong. Your mental health, I feel like if it was damaged in the past, you already completed that. Your emotional health, I feel like could be a little bit ups. You could have a little bit of ups and downs with your emotions. It doesn't seem that bad. It seems like you're going to be. I see you needing to focus on your wealth and your health, and your health a lot in 2025, and then going back towards appreciating, starting communication, or opening up towards love, or wanting to manifest a happy outcome, finding that feeling again. I don't know if she wants to right now. I feel like she's like okay with saying I don't need that. Let's see what the card says. I want to see what it says. 7 of Cups. Does it feel like an illusion or like an imagination to you, Capricorn? Because it's telling me it might. It's telling me you just showed up. It's telling me it might feel that way to you. I'm just going to say it feels fucking distance, or you feel like I don't want this right now. I need to focus on me and not focus on anything that's going to stress me out. And I'm damn sure not working backwards. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like the past taught you how to work on yourself, how to let go too, how to enjoy things without a significant other. I don't care what you are, male or female. I feel like that's what Capricorn's gone through. That's what I've got for Cappy. Whoa. Okay, Aquarius. All right. Here we go. What do we got for Aquarius? Oh my God. Definitely going to be working your ass off. You're going to be work. Let me just put a side message in there. Whatever you're working, I am probably going to light another cigarette up in a minute. That's horrible. But whatever you're working towards, Aquarius, I feel the need to tell you, don't let it consume you or stress you out. Because I feel like you're going to be heavily invested in work. Maybe you need to save some money. Maybe it's about saving some money and going on a trip. Maybe that should be a good investment or a good idea for you. But you have a lot of working energy. Don't let work stress you out to where it affects your health either. 2025, your money, you're going to be about money. Aiming to, I feel like you're either going to just work a lot of hours or you're going to commit to a lot of work. And I feel like it produces a good amount of coin for you. I feel like it brings in more money than maybe expected. It's probably a good year for that sign. I'm fucking over it. Here we go. Don't you be a money sign. What's going on? I've been alone. I want balance. I'm not trying to be upset. I need to start playing again. Knight of Wands, I need to start creating this. I feel like you got to create happiness. Have you been a little bit too patient from playing around with your emotions or your feelings? This is for the single Aquarius. I feel like you've been staying invested in career. I feel like you need to look back at things that you've let go of, and it's having fun in relations. I don't feel like you've been giving enough energy to that. And I feel like work's going to go solid for you, but you got to invest in your love situation this year. I feel like that's the situation you're supposed to pay attention to. Let's see what we got. Goals galore. 7 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, not stressing out. There you are. Your challenge, I see what your challenge is. So money and career is going to be like easier for you probably this year, but your challenge is going to be figuring out love. Love, 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 love. I'm telling you, this is going to be your challenge. Your card's up here. I almost want to tell you with the Empress reverse, your card, the star card next to it. I feel like what you're supposed to take care of isn't about just building a huge financial outcome. I do feel like it's going to happen for you. Like it's just, I feel like it's aligned for you to happen. I see that the 10 of Wands, the World card, 10 of Wands reversed in the World, feels like you've accepted being by yourself or letting go, and you've aimed to move on. It just feels like the decisions when it comes to going towards celebration, you haven't committed to that yet. So this shows me. Start committing to it. Start putting that in the money pot. That, you know what I'm saying? You know the stress that will take out of your life if you make this decision? Because I don't think you've been moving towards this. I feel like you've focused on other stresses and you're aware of that. I feel like just because you didn't fight for it or move towards it, I feel like now is a great year to balance that out. Go to the bottom. Queen of Pentacles. Notice how I told you specifically. Just hear me out. Specifically. And I'm not going to say whether it's a woman or a guy. I do feel like, unfortunately, I will be like, this is the unfortunate reading. I don't feel like you're in a relationship. This reading makes me feel like I'm reading a completely single energy. I'll just throw it out there. I feel like it's a completely single Aquarius, lady, man, whatever. I'm not gonna. I am gonna favor the women because it does feel like I'm touching home with a woman's energy. But look at what I just told you. I just basically told you you have great, outstanding survival chances with money. But then I said you need to focus on love, and then look what just came out. like I don't know how else to tell you. I know I looked a little crazy right there, but here we go. All right, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Why the fuck did the Queen of Coins come out upright, but the Queen of Cups came out reversed? So you're gonna get money, but you're not gonna focus on love or happiness? That's your challenge, and I just fucking told you that. And a lot of you may know that. A lot of you may be like, well, work has been going better and it has been stressing me the fuck out. And my love life, what love life? Focus on love this year. I'm not saying let it fuck up your money game. Don't. I would say, nah, fuck that. Don't let it fuck nothing up. But make time for the investment for you, for what you deserve. I love that saying. If you believe it, you can achieve it. And I feel like you got to believe that you should have that. Just like you should get that money. I don't give a shit whether you get both at the same time. You get one this year and one next year. It's the fact that you get or you aim to have both. Because everybody's deserving of each and everything. All right, let's go. Let's see what this is. The Wheel and Six of Coins. So are you aware that to get balance, you've got to make, you've got to, I feel like you've got to go towards changes towards what? The bottom of the deck, towards love. Because look at, you got the Moon here, the Lovers. Before that, you got the Wheel and you've got balance. You need to move towards getting balance and be aware that the balance needs to show up in love. But you're already aware that that's where the happiness isn't. Emotionally, it's time to make that happen. Bring the passion in, bring the love. If you believe it can exist, you can have this. It's only when you don't think you can have this that you steer away from it or stay far away from it. But when you commit to recognizing or preaching that you deserve it, that it's already yours, you end up with it. Let's go to the bottom. You will end up with it and end up passionately happy that you made that choice. That is what I have for Aquarius. All right. Here we go. Sorry, I couldn't get out of like single energy on that one at all. I didn't even think I wanted to. I was like, it's already too late. It's already saying too much. It didn't feel like I could. I mean, I don't know how many couple people watch, but I'm just saying that specifically felt like it was like, nope, you're going to have to read about a single person. Somebody that's flying solo. I'm flying solo. You remember that song? I'm flying solo. Here we go. I'm on Pisces now, and it is 249.25 Pisces, but I don't know. I really don't know. I may give them a bonus. I think it's fair I said I'd give them a bonus, but I've been out here for a hot minute, so let me get through Pisces real quick. What do we got for Pisces? Fuck. Nothing in it. Pisces. Here we go. I have no idea why those two are together, so let's see what happens. Some of you Pisces are trying to make sure that trying to stay clear of some of you. So not all of you. This is going to be tiny viewership Pisces. I may have to try to get something other energy out of that for other Pisces. Something tells me I probably should try. So the Eight of Pentacles to the King of Cups and the Emperor. I almost feel like Eight of Pentacles is you wanting to see where you're going and what's going to happen. You kind of wanting to see where you're going up the ladder. But I also feel like on the connection emotionally, definitely could have been an earth sign, water sign, or fire sign. I feel like you're recognizing it wasn't a win-win. You were recognizing it's not something to communicate or that's going to fall in love with you or manifest the way you were hoping. Somehow I feel like there was a certain time where you wanted this to manifest, but it's not. They're not the one. They're not the one. Okay. One more time. No. That's the Two of Cups in reverse. One more time. Lovers. When is it in? Why is it in reverse? Because it's not. They're not the one. Okay. And here's the thing. So that's for some Pisces. So were you just trying to mull over if it was going to work, or if you should emotionally accept the call to a fire sign, water sign, or an earth sign? I think you came to. I think you got clarity on recognizing. I feel like you recognized that this person's not really gonna love me or be in love with me or doesn't know if they would love me. You might have even told yourself, I don't think that person knows what they want or who they are. Whatever that's about. Let's keep going. I said I'd give you more over here. Let's see what I can get. Eight of Pentacles, King of Cups. Some of you, it was a firm no. Some of you just had to say no. Could have been to an Aries. Could have been to a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, or Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You could have just said no. You have strength under that Eight of Pentacles. And strength reversed. Let's use clarifying no or Three of Cups, like you left me behind before. You know what? I feel like some of you were thinking about going towards it. Could have been a Leo. Two of Cups reversed again. It's fuck no. Definitely got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy all up in this. It started with Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Some of you could have been an air sign, but I don't know. I feel like that's just continuing a no value. I feel like you trusted that emotionally you were going to be unhappy or that it was going to end ugly. Not so much ugly, but you'd be hurt again. I feel like you kind of acknowledged. So if somebody tried to come back towards you, or if you had the opportunity to move towards somebody, you might have been like, no, I really don't want to do that right now. I really don't trust that. I don't want to put my effort to that. And I want to keep my emotions in the free and clear. Like I want to stir me up or I need to feel invitedly accepted. You need to make me feel like the party, not feel like I need to figure out a fucking crossword puzzle with you. Like, no. Somebody, whether it was you or them, somebody was contemplating reaching out, speaking. That somebody was emotionally and mentally like, I want to talk to them. Whether it was you or them, somebody probably. Queen of Wands is reversed. Knight of Cups is reversed. Go to the bottom. Eight of Swords, Death card. Two of Wands followed by moving on. World, and why is she here? Making a decision to let go of knowing it's not healthy. Somebody knew this wasn't going to be healthy. I almost feel like somebody knew it wouldn't be healthy. It could have been you. It definitely could have been you. I feel like you needed to make a decision to know that. Clarify the Seven of Wands. What do they need to know? It's not worth the mental stress at all, or trying to go towards something that it's going to change. It's going to change. Like, we're not going to. I feel like you started to recognize there was not enough effort in something. Person didn't put enough effort in you. They didn't put enough effort in themselves. Some of you, I'm going to tell you, this definitely could have been an Aries and a Pisces, a Leo and a Pisces, maybe a Capricorn and a Pisces, Aries cusp, and you could be a Pisces, Aries cusp, and it was one of those signs. Oh, I'm done. Here we go. Maybe Virgo. I'm getting Virgo too. I'm over it. Let's go. That's it. I'm not seeing a lot of Taurus, though. I'm not feeling a lot of that energy. Maybe it was a Taurus. I'm just not picking up on it. Here we go. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands. You need to really go after your own efforts this year. Nine of Wands to the 10 of Pentacles to the King of Swords. Cut free of anything that makes you wonder if you can trust it. I feel like that'll be something that you start to really focus on. Hold on. Give me something else. What is it? That'll be something that you strive for. Balance to go after. You won't want to get stuck on. Eight of Wands. Queen of Swords. Clarify this. You're putting a lot of work and effort this year on yourself, all over yourself. I feel like, you know that song, there's 99 bottles of beer on the wall. There's 99 writings of Pisces on the wall. Pisces is, I feel like your reading, without me even picking up the tarot for you, I feel like your reading is going to be about you really focusing on taking things for what's good for you this year. Making sure you go after making good decisions, strong decisions, and knowing how to connect the dots on making the right decisions. That will be what you challenge. That's your challenge position in 2025. Whether it's the whole year, half the year, that'll be something that I think the judgment or outcome you need to face, work on. Show me something for Pisces. It will help you with stress. I feel like the Eight of Wands reversed, the Three of Wands reversed, the Queen of Pentacles reversed. I absolutely get, like, because it wouldn't have been the right direction, or it would have been something that felt hindered. It'll end up helping you. Like, you won't have to participate with stressful events or wonder anymore, because you're not dealing with them and made the decision not to deal with them. You might have been dealing with somebody who was lying with you, or just fucking toxic, or basically a love blaster. I feel like you dealt with a motherfucking love blaster who's like, I'll give you everything, but really they're fucking mentally fucking driving you nuts and crazy. And it was like, almost, you might have dealt with somebody who's really trying to play one over on you, get one over on you. I don't think you talk to them right now. I don't think you trust them. They could have been by far, sure, Queen of Wands, Strength card. They could have definitely been an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or I'm going to tell you, an Earth sign. What was the other sign I said? I remember it was Earth, Fire. Oh, what did I say? Water? I don't know if I said water. For some of you, maybe a water sign like yourself. I'm getting this like weird information. There was somebody you dealt with. Fire, air, water, earth sign. Don't care what zodiac sign it was. Pisces may have dealt with somebody where they were not very trustworthy, or their words didn't match their actions too many times. They could have definitely been a fire or an air sign, by the way. And eventually, I feel like you would have seen or like you guys would have seen when it came to love that you were losing patience and change was coming. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here with the change? What's that all about? Was it a giver? Was it a giver? I feel like it was a taker. Taker is upright. Giver is reversed. Hold on, I just fucked the cards up. Let's see what this is. It was a giver. You were dealing with a giver. You had, a giver, a taker, excuse me, or somebody who was looking at too many options. Hold on. I feel like somebody was trying to show you that how they felt about you. I do. I feel like they were trying to show you this, or like they wanted you to feel like they were your rock or your independent. You might have dealt with like a smooth fucking talker. I get like a smooth talker, smooth operator, great communicator. But Page of Pentacles, when it came to putting work or effort into it, they were full of shit. They weren't going to make it work. I feel like they were playing with you. I'd have been talking to somebody else. Doesn't have to have been, but they were undecided about what they thought or how they felt about you is what it makes me feel. 7 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. I don't really feel a strong connection here. 4 of Pentacles. I feel like this person was playing games or showing themselves or kind of showing you little blarps of signal of what, like they wanted to come after you, but not for all the right reasons in a chemistry or love connection. Knight of Swords reversed, death card. I feel like I hate to be that guy, but somebody might have saw you wanting to be happy in a relationship and seen you as an easy target. I feel like they would have been somebody who took more from you than gave to you. Or they did. Somebody might it feels like this happened. I don't feel like you're gonna go into this direction. I feel like I'm reading something you've already dealt with. It might have forced you to take care of yourself, kind of cut back from wanting to reach out. Ace of Cups not in reverse. Did you trust it? Somehow I feel like somebody recognized it's not going to work. 6 of Wands reverse. I feel like the Magician, before the Magician, you have, I feel like the 4 of Cups reverse, the 5 of Swords. The Magician is you recognizing a situation, not being fearful of it, maybe having a little bit of attraction towards a position. I do recognize you might have seen it to be something that needs to be the past. You may have thought to work with it. The 3, you went from the 7 of Pentacles to the 3 to the 5 of Wands. Like you thought about it, but then it was like I think when it came to communication or working with it, you may have also felt like, well, why does it seem like they're not always here? Why are they doing? What are they doing all the time? I get this. What are they doing all the time? Or I get 2 weird energies here. And I feel like it could be the same person, but it could be 2 different kind of relationships. It's why aren't they around, or why don't I know if I can trust them? Why don't I know if I can trust them energy? Why don't I know? And I feel like it's because they kind of painted it so you can't. They've kind of, I don't know. I just feel like somebody was aiming to go after you for all the wrong reasons. I hate to say that. I fucking hate to say that. But I feel like you might have dealt with somebody who was coming after you for all the motherfucking wrong reasons. King of Pentacles could have been because of you're secured with money, or you do well financially and they wanted some of it. I don't know. Doesn't have to be, but that came flying out one card. We're moving to the other cards. Let's go to Pisces. Let's do this again. Pisces. Anything else for Pisces? Anything else for Pisces? Well, thank you, Joanne. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here and watching the content. Anything for Pisces? I have no idea why the Knight of Swords is here. Let's see if I can figure out what's going on. Learning to not be upset, trusting to not be upset with situations. You have the High Priestess. Is it respecting? What are they respecting here? What are they doing? Show me something. Show me why. I'm just going to say it. Air, water, fire. Maybe earth, but I'm going to say air, fire, water sign, maybe for some of y'all out there that are watching. Whatever you were thinking about working with, the Hierophant or your thoughts, I feel like you started to really put a little more trust and faith in yourself. And it's strange, but I do feel like it's either a fire sign, water sign, maybe an air sign. Could be an earth. These cards, I'm not going to try to figure out. I'm just strongly feeling fire or water. I can't stop looking at that High Priestess, or the strength down here. Earth. You have the High Priestess. After that, you have the Eight of Swords. Excuse me. I said the 8. It's the 9 of Swords, I believe. Yeah, that's the 9 of Swords. You have the 9 of Swords. You have the 3 of Cups. You have the Strength card, and you have the Empress in reverse. Not stressing about recognizing what you had to deal with or who you were dealing with, but what is this? Some of you might have recognized that if you tried to stress about a situation with whoever you were communicating with or who was trying to communicate to you, I feel like you recognized it wasn't worth it. And it damn sure could have been a fire sign, by the way. Could have definitely been a fire sign, water sign, because when I picked up the Strength card, the High Priestess went running. I went to pick up the Strength card, the High Priestess shot up. Definitely could have been a fire, water, or air sign. I'm going to tell you, I'm feeling like it's a fire or a water sign mostly, though. Here we go. The good news is it makes me feel like you're not emotionally attached to them anymore. You're not mentally stuck on them or invested in them emotionally. Good. Yes! For me to say this, that I don't feel like you're emotionally devastated or upset or investing in something because I see this before it. And then for me to get the card that makes me feel, this is my move on card. I feel like you're moving on. That's why I screamed yes. Like you've released this. We're done here. You moved on. It's over. I feel like Pisces recognized or identified a situation or fraud to be a fraud. Show me something else for Pisces. At some point, you could have struggled to let go of that situation or that person. I don't think you struggle anymore, and I don't feel like it wants to give me anything else. I feel like I'm trying to get out of this energy. 2 of Cups, Queen of Swords reversed, Lovers. What's after it? Balance. The man wanting. So it's giving me a message where a guy may have tried to come back towards you, or you may have a new perspective on how you want to be approached, or how you'll let people approach you, or if you'll even acknowledge the approach. This Knight of Wands in reverse. Somehow I feel like you're gonna really have to see that they have to show you that you can trust them, like an extreme amount of trust has to show up on the board, or I don't feel like Pisces is going to be for it. No, the Wheel. It's another move on card for me. I feel like Pisces will move on and take her business elsewhere. I'm going shopping, bitch. Kind of like, no, you ain't coming. Because I'm not going to get upset when it comes to love or go in a direction that I don't trust. Emotionally, I don't think you'll commit to something that makes you feel shaky or unaware of. I feel like you've recognized, why would I want to feel that again? Anything else for Pisces? You couldn't trust the person. I'm just done. I'm done. I'm feeling upset about it. I feel like let's hope these cards can say something good to you, because I'm hoping that's what's next. Because this is starting to get on my nerves. So the Eight of Cups, the Magician, the Judgment, and the Ace of Swords reversed. That's fucking horrible. That makes me feel like either you learned that you couldn't trust them, or the outcome was going to show you that you couldn't trust them. Hell no. Put the work and effort into things that are mostly support you and make you happy, and go towards that. Otherwise, I feel like it's a waste of time to put the work and effort into it, period. And that's how I'm going to leave your message. I feel like I like it, because the reading I just picked up is Pisces. If somebody tried to come back around, or if somebody brand new came around, Pisces was smart enough to see what they went through last time, to where they ain't putting up with it with a brand new fucking person or with the last person. That's why I like the message. That part makes me feel like, well, good for you, Pisces. That part makes me like, yeah, that's a 3-point dunk. You know what I mean? You only get 2 points for dunking a basketball. That's like you didn't shoot from the free throw line. You were at the 3-point line and fucking swished that bitch. So I'm going to leave it there. All right. I'm going to light a cigarette and give Aries a baby bonus reading. A little bonus reading. Okay. I wish I could put the other video on here, but I'm not going to. I'm probably just going to delete that video, which sucks. Hope enough people seen it, because this message could be like that, or it could be totally different. And I'm going to change it up. I'm going to use totally different cards for Aries, because I kind of want it to be different. I don't want to use the same term I've been using all this time. I'm going to use the ones that wanted to fall in my face. Maybe it was that little bend that caused that. I don't know. Here we go. Aries will just be the last zodiac sign we read. It may not be as long, but I've already read them fully. Some people in the comments are like, Aries was so short. No, I was on here forever and gave you like 17 minutes before the video started, if you catch that part. Just this thing didn't want to cooperate. Okay, here we go. Fly Gal, you might want to go look at the video before this video. There's an Aries message there, but it's gonna probably get deleted. I haven't decided whether I leave it as just Aries and change the title, or if I delete it. I did say you're gonna get a bonus in this video, so I should just change the title. And the delete button's the easiest thing to do. So I might just change the fucking title, like Aries, you're reading. But then again, I don't know when it cuts out, how long. I was on there looking like an asshole for too long after it cut out. Let's read Aries. All right. Oh, you did watch. Good. Was Aries short? I don't know. I fucking don't remember. So 11 signs ago. And I was on a different video, so I could have sworn I was on for like 21 minutes. I said, hold up a minute. They must have got like 16 minutes. I think Aries got a good 15, 16 minutes. And I intentionally came out here only trying to give everybody like 12, 13, 14 max minutes per sign. That didn't work. That did not work. It never does. Sometimes I speed read. Might do a couple of those soon. Or I just a couple hour reads and they like flash the cards out fast and speak. Sometimes people like those. I haven't done that in a while. What's here for Aries? Show me the messages for Aries, please. What do we got for Aries? Chariot reversed. So you have I need to accept. I feel like you're accepting things. I also feel like you're going to accept or invite new people or new energy around you. Immediately, I feel like you're going to accept or invite new people around you. Which way do I got to move to get this shit on screen? I got to go this way. That's how you start. The Chariot and the Tower. Letting go of things that didn't work out, accepting change, and trusting to be strong about it. King of Pentacles was going to be the next card behind the Strength. You're going to be very work oriented or goal focused. I also do feel like this is a good strategy in 2025 for Aries to focus on new relationships or tightening up how they feel about the encounters they have. I feel like that's going to have some high hopes or high importance for you. That's going to make you feel more connected, not only with what you do in life, but it's going to help with your happiness. Here we go. Show me something for Aries. It's going to help with what? It's going to make you very happy. Rise on up there, Aries. Here we go. Ace of Wands. It's going to make you feel passion, purpose. Could be the response you've wanted, whether you open up to it or not. Eight of Swords is reversed. King of Wands. I'm going to tell you, you might meet somebody that makes you really happy. I feel like you may have to just be careful with being nervous about it and not letting that get in the way. Some of you won't, and you'll be okay to go towards it. Others of you, it's the opposite. It scares the shit out of you. That's what it's telling me. So there's some Aries out there that they could be like, yes, I want love to come towards me, or I'm happy to find a new man. I want some new fun and some new action, Miss Jackson kind of energy. Bring it on kind of energy. While the other one's like, I don't know if I want to if I would go after that with your dick kind of energy, where it's like, nope, not for me. Let's see what happens. I think it was Aries or Taurus. I called the deck of cards a dick of cards. Oh, I died. It might have been Aries. I think it was a video I cut off. Oh, the dick of cards. It was ridiculous. Here we go. Aries. I don't remember what sign it was. I feel like there's a message here for Aries. And I feel like that message for Aries is a challenging message. I feel like the message for some Aries may not pertain to all Aries, but that message I'm seeing is there's an Aries that they need to let go of always being like hurt or at a distance from building happiness, becoming a wholesome family. There's somebody out there that knows that like it's what they would love to have. They may have never felt they got it or will get it, and they've got to get over that. The more you tell yourself that you're going to get something that you don't want to get, the better chances you have of getting exactly what you asked for and not moving towards the thing that you may have wanted all the whole time, which is love. You can't bring that toxic energy with you. You've got to have a stronger manifestation power and believe in your worth and your ability that you deserve it just as much as anybody fucking else. You can't dwell on what was or what could have been, because if you don't fight for what you should have had, then you know what? You might have a little bit of money and shit, but emotionally, you're going to walk away from things that you're going to wish you had down the road. I'm telling you, stability is one thing where you can pretend everything's fine, but down the road, you'll regret not having that love or accepting offers or working with them and getting those victories. Endings can be hard, but new beginnings can be beautiful if you're willing to go after it. And I feel like that's a message Aries is going to have to determine on their own. Some of you Aries dealt with an air sign or a water sign, it's telling me. Air sign, water sign, or fire sign. It wasn't working out. When it came to celebrating with them, you might have hung out with them, I'm going to say 1 to 4 times. Two of Swords energy. 7 of Pentacles. It became part of your past. We don't speak anymore. And look who came flying out. You did. We don't talk anymore. High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? Temperance. Definitely could have been a water, fire energy. water, fire, or maybe air energy you dealt with. I feel like you need to strive for balance, not get stuck on situations, outcomes. Nine of Pentacles, of things you've already went through. I feel like this is something you can't lie about being aware of. I feel like emotionally you want to be happy, and you can't focus on what didn't make you happy because you're supposed to focus on what will make you happy. I feel like this is a rude awakening message. Page of Wands. Nine of Cups reversed. Queen of Cups reversed. The World. Okay, this is, I hate giving this message, but I'm going to give it. What it's showing me, and I'm not going to show you everything, but what it clearly shows me is there are some Aries energy, not all, and this isn't going to, I already get, like, there are some Aries that are way ahead of this, so I kind of like feel like this message kind of is like small, but it's like, it is what it is. There's some Aries out there that the cards are specifically telling me they weren't willing to accept the defeat of relationships or the struggle of relationships in the past. And all that's going to do for them in the future is make them feel left behind. Six of Cups energy, like they're walking away from something or leaving something behind, something they should have learned about. I do feel like, I don't feel like it's everybody's reading, but I do feel like if there's an Aries out there that wants to stay single and doesn't want to deal with anybody, it's because they're not willing to deal with things in their life that should have already been dealt with. If you're over 30 years old, you can't tell me otherwise. You'd be fucking crazy to tell me otherwise. And if you say, well, no, I just enjoy my own company, you're full of shit. You won't admit to the things that didn't work out or upset you or that you fear. Fear doesn't give you growth. I mean, fear gives you a little bit of experience or helps you acknowledge what you don't want to invite in, or having to worry is a good feature, but you can't be fearful of stuff, because at the end of the day, what I saw in that reading is whoever that's for, they will regret it. They will regret not going after that, not having built that. Instead of building it, they walked away from it. Really, they should have acknowledged and you know, they should have embraced it. Flat, the Empress should have been all about embracing it, because it probably would have brought a lot of happiness and passion. Would have investment. There'd been a lot of investment that you could have probably, wanted to be a part of or worked with. That's not going to be for everybody. Give me something else for Aries. Totally different message for the Aries that doesn't resonate with that. Give me something for the Aries that doesn't fit their shit. Let's see what we get. Show me something. This Aries, whoever this is, so this Aries isn't worried about being upset, isn't worried about the past. Good. Emotionally let it go. Clarify anything you can. Oh, I got a bunch. Not a lot, but a decent. Not a lot, but a decent. Strength, Two of Cups, Three of Cups, the Tower, Five of Pentacles. So it's straight up telling me with the Nine of Swords reversed, the Six of Cups, somebody's not worried about the past. Four of Cups and Strength. Emotionally, they're trying to, their expression is, I'm okay with not being in anything right now. The Tower, I would like change, but I've let go of being stressed out about it. Ace of Swords, the Hierophant. I'm not guarded. I do like to communicate, but I don't know if I want to deal or if I trust speaking or getting emotionally burdened with anything right now. I don't want to feel stress. I'd like to see growth. It's in my imagination, but I don't see it moving or propelling forward. The Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups. I would love to see love, but am I willing to communicate with it? Is it really going to make me happy? I'm trying to make myself happy, and I'm aware of what the fuck I'm doing, and I don't want to be lied to or stuck on a situation that's going to fucking end anyway. Fuck that bullshit energy. So there's two energies here. There's an Aries that has admitted that they don't want to deal with shit that's just going to stop. But then there's an Aries that hasn't even come to the conclusion that they're stepping over their own feet or tripping over their own feet. What the fuck? King of Wands. What does this Aries want? So this person wants growth, but they're not sure if they are ready for commitment because the Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Page of Pentacles is before that. The Fool is them unsure about if they want to go towards it, or it's like they don't want to stress about it. They know that. The Fool's here. The Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. Three, though, of Swords in the Victory. They feel like it'll end before it starts. They pretend like everything's fine and it's working. It'll show stability for a little while, but then all of a sudden it'll just disappear. Nine of Wands, where did it go? Or they won't really be that fond or attached to it. I'm getting the energy where Aries is like, I'm cool with just hookups. I just want to hook up with people. This reading makes me feel like I tell myself I would love the relationship, but I don't know if I want to even deal with that horseshit right now. I just don't know if I trust it going the distance, or if I'm going to step out, or they're going to step out on me. Is it solid? Is it solid? Is it worth fighting for? The Queen of Pentacles, the Magician. I feel like somebody holds the value, whether they'll admit it to themselves or not, of believing it's not worth the effort to go towards. I don't feel like you're thinking clearly. 10 of Swords and Lovers, I feel like you're lusting your love life away. I feel like you need to come to the conclusion that's not the momentum or the reality you should move toward. I fucking hate to give this to you, but I'm not the one that's probably blindfolded in this situation or upset about love situations. Two of Pentacles, Emperor. I feel like you're like, no, I can communicate. I just got to be patient. No, I think you got to trust letting go of the past and opening up to new love options and making those decisions and picking the right options so you get the right amount of balance, so you get the happiness, you end up with a wish fulfillment. Things don't just keep starting and ending and feeling like they start to go, look at this. They start somewhere and it's like the horse is running after something that doesn't grow. The Eight of Pentacles, it stops its growth, stunts its growth. So I'm getting it did mix a little into the other one, but I feel like somebody's just not willing to admit to themselves, I need to really think about what I want now before it's too late. And then in this reading, it felt like somebody's thinking like, something, I would love a love relationship, but none of them last that long. You know what I mean? Then what's the long? You had one over 10 years? Maybe some of you have. If so, it may not be your tarot reading tonight. That's it. It just may not be your tarot reading. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to call a bitch out or a bastard out or a person out or anybody out for that matter. And I'm not trying to be a dick to you, Aries. I just feel like sometimes it's easier to hear the truth and acknowledge what we should hear, whether we want to hear it or not. I hate to be that guy. Not really. Because at the end of the day, what did I do for you if I wasn't that guy? Probably fucking absolutely did nothing. The Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you got to trust and be patient with cutting away from your past. Aries, I'm done. We're done. That's your reading. How long was that? I'll give Aries a little bit more. I feel like I'm always bitching on Aries. I'm sorry. Aries, we're supposed to be super compatible. Aries is like, no, this Aries is over there like, Leo, you ain't compatible with this Aries, you asshole. All I'm saying is I wish you find the peace in the love, or the love finds peace in you. Something like that needs to give. Something like that needs to happen. Some of you might have just had bad luck and just dealt with a bunch of people that didn't work with you, or you didn't work well together. I don't know, but let's give Aries a little bit more. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Aries? Anything else? Something different, please. What do we have for Aries? Please give me something else. The devil wants to hang out. All right, what's up, devil? We're going to light a cigarette for this shit. Let's see what we get. Show me what's really going on. What do we got for Aries? Show me what's going on with Aries. The devil card. This is an energy that surprises me. Let's see why. Let's see what we get. I think that's all I'm giving you. It will take time. It will take time for you to see this investment happen. Look at this investment happen or grow, especially emotionally be part of your happiness, a big part of your happiness. It's worth the work and effort. I'm going to tell you it's worth the work and effort. I am going to tell you it's worth the work and effort. But what I see here for Aries is the devil and the sun. So I almost feel like Aries has recognized a lot of things around them that they don't like. Sometimes it's not recognizing what we don't like about the outside world. It's about recognizing what we need to change with us or with inside of it, with inside of ourselves. I feel like this is going to be something Aries you just know this year. I feel like that work, you can no longer resist this work. I feel like if you keep it in your imagination, I'm just gonna say I feel like you're gonna miss the point of the card. You were supposed to let it end or hang it up to start anew. And the best part about that is you were supposed to take action with it. The Knight of Swords. You're supposed to move towards that. You're supposed to communicate that, and you're supposed to accept that change and acknowledgement of it. That is what's supposed to happen in 2025 for Aries. Anything else? Anything else for Aries? You got to let it go. Let it go. Represent what you really want. And I guarantee you're going to get love now. Let's see. Show me what Aries really wants. What does Aries really want? Maybe you won't get love. Let's see what the tarot says. Let's see what you get. What does Aries really want right now? What would they want but they're not talking about? You got manifesting, spiritual strength, manifesting. What are you trying to manifest? Let's see what this card is. I'm over it. I'm over it. Love, family, connection, stability, growth. You got to fight for it. You can't dwell on what you've already dealt with in the past. Cut free of that bullshit. Otherwise, nothing changes. And then it's a shoulda, woulda, coulda feeling. You came so close, but so far from anything that you should have had. And it's too late now. Well, we offered it to you, but you didn't take the cup. You should have worked with what you could have had, but you were too stubborn to recognize or be patient to believe that this could work out for you. I don't know. That's what it's showing me. And I'm not trying to upset people out there. I feel like I just pissed on you a little bit, and I didn't mean to piss on your leg or that's not if you're getting wet right now, that's rain. I'm not outside peeing on you. Like it ain't nothing like that. I do feel like good things can happen, but I feel like Aries is going to have a lot of identifying what they want to see for themselves or respect, accepting that it can be everything they want, believing it enough to go after it, but also believing they need to change a little bit about how they feel about things that upset them. You have a lot of old homework that's got to be like just put away. Put it in the basement. I would rather in 10, 20, or 30 years, Aries be sitting on a porch with somebody, really happy they found this person, were with them for that 10, 20, or 30 years. And had a great time, a lot of good experiences, a lot of fucked up times maybe along the road, but they stayed happy, they stayed connected. Then they're on that porch alone, and they're sitting there in their rocking chair like this, and they're wondering what life could have been if they had somebody else. That's just me. That's just how I am. Maybe that doesn't make sense to you guys. Maybe I'm nuts. But at the end of the day, I feel like you would have been happy like this than sitting on your porch, drinking grandma's Kool-Aid or drinking whatever water, whatever the fuck you're drinking, sitting there alone, wondering what the fuck could have happened. Did I make the right decision or did I lie to myself about what I should have done? Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's never too late to start becoming happy or trusting yourself or making the decisions to let go of things that have upset you. You shouldn't carry the past with you. You should be aware that it's time to move away from the past and just be content with owning or finding your happiness. I'm telling you, own or find your happiness. Because past judgments, they're already behind you. They're not going to help you achieve the goal you want, or the goals you'd like to have, or the growth you'd like to see, the emotional stability, support. You may have to be a little patient. I'm going to tell you, it's only away from you if you believe it. It only sits like this if you don't go after it, or if you cut free of it, or don't accept or invite change. Or if you truly want to be on your own and feel that's all you need and you don't need love. Isn't it funny the same cards are back on the table for you? No, it's just it's trying to identify what the first message is. All right. I hope you guys all appreciate this. If you did, hit that like button. I'm going to finish my cigarette. I'm going to get out of here. Anything else for Aries before Aries wants to buy a gun and shoot me? Here we go. I got to light the cigarette back up. Anything else for Aries? Show me something else. You got anything else that I can tell them? One shuffle. One shuffle for Aries. I know I said no smoking. Thank you for the super chat. It's time to move on. Move on, but move on passionately. Strive for balance, Aries. Because emotionally, I feel like this is what you want. This is what you want. This is what you need. If you don't know that song, you should go listen to it. This is what you want. It's like a rap song. This is what you need. Yeah, Aries, you know you want to invest in that shit. You'd be lying to me if you told me you didn't. You may be a little upset now, but I don't think you want to miss out on love. I think you're well aware of it. I feel like the light's on. I feel like you may have felt stuck, or like you've dealt with a lot of situations that didn't absorb happiness, and it made you content on finding, you know what? I can do things on my own and not focus on love. I don't have to put the work and effort into something, but at the end, I don't think you'll be happy. I think inevitably you'll look back and you'll wish you went after the power of change, or you changed your mind, or you thought differently, because you'll be like, fuck, I could have probably had love or communicated with somebody, but why wasn't I patient enough to understand that was there and willing to work for me? I missed out on it because I wasn't willing to take the chance. You know, I thought it was all bullshit. And now I sit here alone wondering what it could have been, what I could have built, what I could have had. I feel like you're smarter than that, and you shouldn't miss out on happiness. I don't feel like you should miss out on happiness or the growth of it at all. Fell in my lap. I feel like you're not supposed to. Time will tell. Time will tell. And for a lot of you, I don't think you'll be there forever. This is good. I can end it with you and feeling positive. Thank fucking goodness. Oh, I was a little nervous I was going to leave this ugly. Some of you won't be there forever. Some of you, it's only a matter of time. The world reversed. It's only a matter of time before you shift out of that energy, or feeling like you can't trust a situation or gain balance to it, or that you connect with all the wrong people. It comes in, it goes out. It comes in, it goes out, because that's what it keeps saying. All right, this is what I've got for Aries. I really hope you guys enjoyed these messages. We were on here for almost 3 hours and 40 minutes. You could have watched Titanic. You could have watched Rose let go of Jack and him drown. All right, and probably got up, made some popcorn, vacuumed the living room, swept the kitchen, done all that shit too after the movie was over. Well, I hope you enjoyed the content. Thank you greatly for watching the content. I hope I wasn't too aggressive for you, because I do feel like some people are like, he's too aggressive. Whatever. To each his own. You all have a good night. Thank you. I will see you later. Peace. I'm out. Good night, everybody.